Welcome, welcome. If you can see me, hello. My name's Liz. This is Guided by Angels, and this is a live Q&A with me today on this fabulous Friday. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm sending you so much love. You can ask me about anything that's on your mind. If you are watching this back with me later as a replay, welcome. Just pop your click anywhere during the replay and you'll receive an answer in the moment, something you need to know. If you are watching this live with me right now, hello. Hey Sam, welcome honey. Very early, I'm at the gym. I'm on earlier today because obviously with the day I had yesterday, I need to make sure I get a good afternoon's work in today. So the earlier the better. The early bird catches the worm, as they say. So if you are watching this back later, click anywhere during the replay and you'll receive an answer, something you need to know. If you are watching this with me live right now, hello, hello, hello. We've got Sam, we've got Andrew in the house, welcome. Just pop your question in the chat for me. Just bear with me, it's not live my side yet, so I'm just waiting for it to come up my side. It takes a bit longer. Going to use various decks of cards today. Amazing live yesterday. Big thank you to everyone who was there for the live yesterday as well. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, guys. It really does help as well, okay? So, we've got Sam in the house, Andrea, CC Lynn, welcome, honey. Thank you for being here. So, we're going to start with Andrew, who says, message from my person, Carlos the Leo, Andrea. And Andrea, I did do your message the other day. You know, when you came on, and I know you were early, and then I went to the donations, and I do apologise for that. You know, sometimes I just have to get in front with things when things get a bit busy. But I did answer your question on, or I did pull you some cards on that live. So I don't know if you got that message or not, okay? So Andrea says, message from my person, Carlos the Leo. So what does he want you to know? So he's frustrated, but he's gaining clarity. So I feel his frustration is actually giving him clarity, as strange as it sounds, because when he's frustrated, he knows the truth. Why am I frustrated? Because I want this person in my life. Why am I frustrated? Because I'm not getting jiggy with anyone. I want that in my life. Why am I frustrated? Because I know where I want to be. And he said, it frustrates me that I don't have more to offer you right now. So he wants to come in right now, but he hasn't really got anything clear that he can offer or give to you. And that's another reason why he's frustrated. So he may have loose ends to tie up and things he needs to do. He said, I want to give everything to you. So he wants to give everything to you, his heart, his soul, his body, his mind, everything, his time, his attention. And that may be what he's currently frustrated about because he's working something out. And he's saying, you're opening my eyes to brand new possibilities. So he sees a future with you. He sees how his life could be, what he could have. I see now what I could never see before I knew you. So obviously before you, he perhaps didn't see life the way it is now. You know, you've kind of made his life more technical. But what I'm really picking up on is, in the past, he perhaps couldn't see because he was in too much fear or stress or struggle, but now he can. I hope that helps, okay? Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you lots of love. So I'm just moving the chat up, guys. We've got, I'll go back and watch it. I don't know if it was near the end somewhere. So it wasn't in last night, was it? It was in the time before, whenever that was. Was that Wednesday? I get mixed up when I was live, but whatever date was, that was when it was around the end somewhere, I think. Okay. Let me just take this person off. Hang on a minute, see you. Okay, so anyone else got a question? We've got CC Lynn. Thank you for being here, honey. I know I'm early. I'm not usually on this early, so people probably don't know I'm on yet. Okay. So CC Lynn says, how does my love feel today? So how is he feeling today? How is he feeling today? He's anxious because he needs more time. So he's worried about you moving on, or he's worried about you not going to give him this time he needs. And he does. He knows, I mean, it's not that he does panic about this, but I mean, you are giving him time. I mean, you may just not quite understand why it's taking time, but he's got to do it his way. And this is why he said, I want you to live your life. I don't know when I'm going to be ready for you. I don't expect you to wait. I want you to be happy. So he's anxious because he wants you to be happy and enjoy your life. Of course he does. But he doesn't want you moving on. You know, he doesn't want you with anybody else. He wants you to enjoy your life, but he's hoping that you don't move on. That's what's going on with him. That's why he's anxious, because he needs more time, which is clear. I need to take my time with this decision. So whatever this decision is, whether it's releasing something, opening up, coming to be with you, whatever it is, it's too important. I can't rush this decision. I feel like I only have this one chance to get it right with you, okay? Sometimes my mind feels clouded with worry and fear. I have so many doubts about us and myself and if I'm good enough. So it's not really as doubts about you. It's like, can I be that version of myself that you expect me to be, or that you want me to be, or that I need to be? And that's what he's working through. So he's hoping that you don't move on. Okay, I don't feel you're going to move on, but this is his perception, remember? So the animal guiding the connection is the peacock. So your guidance is to have confidence, to remember who you are, to walk tall, stand tall, move forward the right way. And he's got to stand strong in his power and know his worth to move towards you. So the peacock is guiding the both of you, okay? You are valuable. Remember your own value. And he needs to know his own value too, so he doesn't settle for a life that he's been settling for. He deserves happiness, and so do you. So the peacock is guiding you both. I hope that helps, okay? Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you lots of love. So I'm going to do Priyanka's donation. Thank you for the donation, honey. And Mesh's feelings for me, and how does he see me, okay? So how is he feeling? So we know what he's obviously feeling like he needs to take a leap of faith. He's communicating with you through music, okay? So, and he's hearing songs himself that remind him of you. But I feel this as he's communicating with you music, that through music, that when he sees you or thinks about you, he feels whole. All of the pieces of the puzzle are falling into place. Now, this is also connected with work and everything else that's going on with you guys. I feel whole again. This is the power of love. So he feels when he's around you, he's a better version of himself. That's really what I'm picking up on. When he's apart from you, or when he's on his own, he feels like something is missing. When he's connecting with you, he feels like that something is missing isn't missing. So he feels like that void that's there when you're not there is, it's filled in. You fill in the blanks, it's like he's saying, okay? So you're going to hear songs that show that to you. So he's communicating with you through music. So how does he see you, okay? How does he see you? He sees that you take good care of yourself, body, mind, and soul. So he likes how you look. He likes the way you portray yourself. And he also knows that you go within to listen to your own intuition. So he sees you as very intuitive, very strong and capable, someone who takes care of themselves. I hope that helps, okay? Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you lots of love. So I'm not missing anyone out, okay? I'm just prioritising donations because obviously I'm only on for a limited amount of time, as you know. So we've got Alan coming in with a donation. Thank you, honey. I'm just waiting for your question. So will I qualify my net UGC exam result coming in August? Will you qualify? So will you qualify, okay? Remember this though, okay? Qualifying, whether you do or you don't, does not mean that you're less of yourself if you don't. It means that you are still you. You don't need a certificate or anything to feel good about yourself, but you are changing life for the better. So this is why you're doing it, or this is why you've done it. It's like knowing, okay, well, I don't need this to be happy or successful or to know that I'm good at what I'm doing. I just want it to better myself. And that's what I feel you're doing, and that's the right reason to do it, okay? So you're saying, and this is something you can affirm as well, I am changing my life for the better. So this is something you're doing for the better. At this current time, you've been illuminated to things, and this could be because you're waiting for results, or you're waiting for something to happen, or you're waiting. So you go within to heal that part of yourself that perhaps struggles with it. And you've got the lovers in reverse, which I feel is about letting go of struggle. Okay, so the first thing they're getting across to you is, regarding this situation, you have to let go of your struggle around it, which means panicking about what's going to happen, whether it's going to be a good result or not. Or when you let go of that fear and know that you are qualified anyway, that you are strong anyway, then things will move into place, okay? So are you actually going to get the results you want, or what's going to happen with it? Yeah, King of Cups, I feel you're going to be open to whatever you receive, and I feel it's going to be a happy outcome for you. It may bring emotion up. I mean, they're not giving me a definite yes or a no to what's going to happen here, because it is something you learn. Whenever we're waiting for something to happen, waiting for results or waiting for an answer or waiting for something to move into place, we have to be patient with the process. We learn to trust in what's going to happen. We learn to be okay with the unknown. We have to learn to be okay with where we are, you know, and that's where you're being tested at this time, because you're going through various emotions. But I feel that ultimately you're going to feel good about what you're doing. So they're not giving me a clear yes or no. So if I go back to your question, just bear with me a second while I find your question again. Where's it gone? My chat jumped up then, so I lost the question. Just give me a second there. Will I qualify? Okay. So I feel that you've been illuminated to that. You're changing your life for the better. And you feel perhaps if you qualify, it's going to make your life better, which is why you're doing it. But your life being better does not only, your worth isn't because of that, if that makes sense. So you've got to let go of the struggle, which is love is in reverse, which can be a bit like the ego. Okay, so often this is something you're passionate about, something you're wanting, and you're dealing with all these emotions. So I'm trying to get a clear yes or a no. I'll use another deck. If they don't give it me in this deck, then I'm not meant to tell you the answer, because it's something you're learning, okay? So will you qualify? Well, you're going to find out within the next 8 weeks or so. Okay, so you're going to know within the next 8 weeks things are going to move forward. So again, when I look at this, I would say this is a yes. But I don't feel like I'm supposed to give you a yes or a no. I feel you're being guided to have faith in the process, believe in yourself, know your own worth and value, and that's when things will move forward. But I do feel you'll receive the answer in the next 8 weeks. And I feel that it will move you forward in your life in a positive way. So you could see this as a yes. But I'm going to say like 90%. Okay? Because it's really about you trusting with the other 10%, if that makes sense. I have to tell you what's coming through. You know, the thing is, I'm an angel therapist, so the angels tell you what you need to know for your highest good. I hope that helps, okay? But I'm sure you've done brilliantly. You're going to change your life for the better anyway. Priyanka, thank you for the donation. Priyanka says, major blessings coming in life, career and bucket messages. So what are the major changes coming into your life and career? Well, remember that you are not only a student, we're a teacher, and vice versa. So this is about you knowing that you're learning from other people, but you're also teaching at the same time. So you learn and grow from everyone in your life. So affirm that I'm a student and I'm a teacher, which means you're going to learn from others, but people are also going to learn from you. So yes, you're going to know some stuff, but you're going to learn some stuff too. And that means you'll go through highs and lows and ups and downs. So affirm I am the lighthouse that stands through all life storms. So whatever you go through in August or, you know, moving forward, the same between August and February, so that timeline's coming through where you could have blessings coming in. You can deal with the storm, or you can deal with the ups and the downs, or whatever you go through. You can handle it because you are a student and a teacher. That's what you need to know, and that's a major blessing, because that's why we come to Earth, okay? So you got 1313, luck is on your side. 1010, which is a number of power. Wow, you've got lots of birds here. Well, not birds, animals. You've got the owl, which is about wisdom. You've got bird, which is about messages and receiving what you desire, really. Communication coming in as well. And you've got the bat. So the bat is about the dark things you go through that makes you stronger and wiser with the owl. Owls are also birds that come out at night. So this is about things you go through in the darkness. Bats, owls, dark times lead you into the light, okay? There will be justice, so justice will be served, balance, karmic endings. Something could be shifting in Libra season. You gain an understanding of things. Also from films you watch as well, you could receive guidance. I hope that helps, okay? Cece, great to see you, honey. Thank you for the donation. Any message from Jake? So what does Jake want you to know today? Promise, there you go. You may see a stag, okay? Didn't we have something about promise yesterday? If not, you know, you may be seeing stags, you may be seeing eagles, you could be seeing other symbols of union. He's saying, please trust me to do the right thing. So this is really a lesson now where you're learning to have faith in him and to trust the process and the journey. You are safe with me, I promise you. So I do feel he's going to do what he needs to do. What else? So he's saying to himself that he's speaking more positive. So he's letting you know he's being more positive now, speaking to himself in more positive ways, because that may have been a problem for him in the past where he was talking negatively to himself. And he's recognising he deserves to live a life that he desires, that he dreams of, a life that's meant for him. So to have that, he's clearing himself of anything negative, addictive, any unhealthy ways of living. So he's releasing what's toxic to have a new life with you, which is actually what he's dreaming about. I hope that helps, okay? Kalina, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, hope you're well. I'm good, thank you. Messages from my DM Marco, please. I feel I know where his head is, just confirmation. So what's going on with Marco today? There's only you. Okay, so no matter who he's around, what he's doing, what his circumstances are, there's only you. Okay, so that's him saying to you, I know that you're the one. There's only you. You're the only one I see in my future. You're the only one I want in my life. You're the only one that makes me feel this way. You're the only one that turns me on. I know I'm in good hands with you. So he also knows what he can have with you. You love me and give to me in all the right ways, and I don't get that anywhere else. So if he has been in previous relationships, or if there is a karmic situation, whatever's going on, he does not get anywhere else what you give him. So he is well aware of what you bring to the table, what he can have with you, and, you know, what he wants. He said, I am in love with you, my divine feminine. So he is in love with you, okay? And he's creative. He may be busy with creative projects at this time, or maybe he's getting creative with things he wants to do in his life. I feel you're his muse, so you bring his creativity out. So he perhaps thinks that, well, with you by my side, you know, I can achieve more, do more, because he may feel stuck in a rut, he may feel stagnant. So you bring change into his life, and pay attention to your dreams. So you're dreaming about him, or you will be. He's dreaming about you. So when you dream, journal your thoughts down, because it will give you guidance as well. So I feel he's preparing for change, okay? They give me fear. Yeah, that may bring fear up. Yeah, look, he's finding the strength. They give me fear. He's finding the strength to work through his fears to move forward to you the right way, because he's in love with you. And the Leo, the lion, there's fear, real big fear on this I'm picking up on, though. He's got to find that courage to change. And when he does it, he'll look back and think, what was I waiting for? Why did I wait so long? You know yourself how it is when you release a situation that's you've been struggling with and toying with for years and years, and then you finally do it. You're like, what was I waiting for? I've been through that so many times, you know, in career and in relationships. I think, what was I doing that for that long? You know, because you know you're happier and healthier when you're following your heart and your truth. It's just your ego causes the fear. So he's saying, I know I'm strong enough to deal with what's going on. God would not give me anything I can't handle. So he's starting to realise he's strong enough during this Leo season. And you're being reminded of that too, because I'm seeing you like this lioness waiting for things to shift forward, or not waiting, but more allowing, receiving. And that's moving things into place. I hope that helps, okay? Cece, thank you for the donation, honey. Let's have a look. Where's your question? So I've done a message from Jake. What's your next question? I can't find it. Hang on. I saw a lot of signs like yesterday, saving a spider and all. I also don't understand why my family being difficult with me won't help me. I've told you this before, the lessons and tasks for you. You're learning to have faith. So spider, the reason you're seeing that spider when you're having struggles with your family is because the spider is saying to you, hey, I am the universe and I've got your back. Okay, so in other words, you don't need your family to help you and sort things out for you. You just need prayer and faith. And then the universe, God, the higher power, whoever you're connecting with, will move things into place for you. So that's what you're currently learning, to have faith. That's why you saw that spider. And that's why you rescued that spider, because the spider is saying, hey, you're rescuing me. I'm going to rescue you. But your family are blood tests, okay? So we've got, you're releasing what no longer serves you. And that's fear and stress and struggle and anxiety and feeling that other people have got to come in and sort things out for you, or need to be behaving or doing certain things, behaving in a certain way, doing certain things. It's about releasing that and saying, I can't control anyone else's behaviour or actions. All I can do is me. And then you don't take things personally, things go over your head, you become more peaceful and calm. But the spider is a sign of faith, okay? So you're saying, I'm releasing what no longer serves me. And this doesn't mean you move on from your family, unless you feel you need to do that, you know, for whatever reason. It's about you not taking things personally and not being triggered by those things, and recognising what triggers you as bringing an opportunity up to bring healing in. So what you can say is, in your mind, I'm willing to release that part of me that gets angered or triggered or stressed out or frustrated when I think about you, you and you. I hope that helps, okay? Yes, this is live, okay? I am live. My name's Liz. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so next question we're doing is for Karina with a C. Great to have you here, honey. Message from my lion horse. You are amazing. Thank you so much, honey. So are you. So your lion horse, I'm assuming, and I know I shouldn't assume anything because it makes an ass out of you and me. You mean your lion horse is, you talk about your person, okay? I love also you've called him lion horse, because that's like incorporating where we currently are in Leo season and the year of the horse. Okay, so I want to see what animal is around you, connection first of all. Well, luck is on your side at this time when you're being playful, because you've got the dolphin and the ladybug, so you could see both of them. So embrace all the opportunities that are flowing to you, and I feel you're definitely doing that in your own life. I feel you're definitely doing that. It's a guide. Okay, it's a guide. Love it. Okay, so what your guide is saying to you, and this could also be your person's higher self coming through as well, as this lion, this strong, powerful horse, that's moving free, moving into freedom, because lions are about strength and horses about freedom. Okay, so this could also be a sign that your masculine is gathering all that strength to move forward. Okay, the guidance for you is just be in the moment, embrace all the opportunities flowing to you, enjoy what life is bringing to you, and I know you are. There can be a block there, that's you saying, do you know what, there may be blocks, there may be things going on, but I know I've got this and Evan's got me. And you're also playing with your inner child when you're in that energy, because you're seeing the wonder in life, you're seeing the magic everywhere. It says raise your vibration and simplify your life. Simplifying your life could just mean being lighter about life, or it could mean you're actually simplifying things. You could be cleaning clutter, letting go with physical material things, thinking I don't need these anymore. It says enjoy the little things and find excitement in your day. Be playful, loving and kind, and all the magic will happen. I hope that helps. Okay, Tiffany, thank you for the donation. Any message from Jesus regarding this next week? Also, what's my special person thinking of me? So what does Jesus want you to know for the next week? Okay, see what they are. That you are cherished, that you are so loved, okay, that God knows every hair on your head. And it's about knowing that as well. You don't need to have your special person showing up in your like physical reality to know that you are one, because you know that you are. And it's about recognizing you are loved and you are cherished and you are strong, okay? So God knows every hair on your head, okay? Just keep an eye on the chat mods, okay? I just saw something there. I'm not going to time that out, but I mean, I feel people need to be looking at what's going on in the chat. Okay, I'm sure you are, Melissa, anyway. So I need to not pay attention to the chat there. So you were so loved, okay? Maybe this is about you, Tiffany, not paying attention to what is going on social media, or just focus on what you're doing, okay? Because that jumped out at me then. I don't usually pay attention. So you were so loved. God knows every hair on your head. Be honest and lie to no one, including yourself. Be in your integrity, be in your own honesty, know your own power. And that's probably what you're wanting from your person, that honesty and integrity. Choose wisely. So whatever you're doing for the next week, wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, wherever you're operating in, whatever decisions and choices you have to make, even if that's just having a conversation with someone, operate in the fruit of the Spirit and flee from the 7 deadly sins, which means don't go into your ego, worrying about things, stressing out. Focus on compassion, empathy, raising your vibration, patience, all of those things. And you may even need some time for you to pray and calm your mind, because Jesus said, make time to enter isolation, to pray, purify and purge. You'll receive many answers in solitude and silence. So remember, when Jesus went into the wilderness, that's when he connected with heaven, knowing the kingdom of God is within you, above you and around you, not in a building like a church, okay? So what does your person want you to know? What does your person want you to know? Thanks, mods, okay? Entrapment. He said, I feel trapped by my physical situation. Everyone wants something from me and all I want is you. So he feels very pressured. Okay, so when someone feels pressured, they can pull away, go within and act a bit crazy. Okay, so don't take anything personally moving forward, especially if your person is feeling stressed out. Because it's not you're pressuring them. It's not even anyone else is pressuring them. They're feeling pressured inside to make a change. So it feels like your person needs to release themselves from something they're in, or be free in some way to follow the heart, and that's what they're struggling with. But they may be busy with work, busy with many, many things. Everyone wants something from me. Whenever I connect with that message, it reminds me of Jesus when he was trying to heal everyone, when he was healing the lepers. For those of you who've seen like Jesus Christ Superstar, when he's like trying to heal all the lepers, he like goes into the wilderness to think, and then all of a sudden all these lepers come out everywhere, and they're crowding around him asking for healing. He's like, there's too many of you, don't crowd me. And obviously he wants to heal everyone, he wants to be there for everyone, but he feels like he can't cope. He needs space, because all he wanted to do in that moment was think about his journey and gain clarity. So that may be what's going on with him, that he may get frustrated and feeling pressure because when he goes to think or he needs time for himself, there's too much going on. I hope that helps, okay? That's why patience is the key. Naina, great to see you, honey. Thank you for your donation. This is for Angelic Echoes. Hi, Liz. Angel messages for me. Thank you. So what's the angel message for you at this time? You're in your power. Now, I feel all these cards come out to push that out, but I'm going to go through these as well. So affirm, because these are affirmations as well. I am in my power. And you are in your power when you're operating in your higher self. You know that. It's only when we go into the ego. And you may find that yourself, when you're working on service, you're out of your ego. When you're back in Naina land, it's when your ego comes up. Okay? So focus on breathing and being in the moment. Follow your heart at all times. So always do what's right for you from the heart. You know this. This isn't anything that you don't know. I may just be validating what your intuition is telling you at this current time. So again, you can affirm it. I'm following my heart at all times. Any money you spend comes back to you easily and effortlessly. So if you are spending money at this time, and if that's perhaps bringing up any anxiety, it will come back. Because what you give out, you get back. So affirm that all money I spend comes back to me easily and effortlessly. Understand that everything is in divine timing, which it is, as you know. So you may be working with Archangel Metatron. You could be working as well with Archangel Michael to give you power. You could be working with Archangel Ariel regarding money, Archangel Honiel and Archangel Shamuel to move you towards the right path. So I feel you are definitely calling on your angels. And you're saying, I am focusing on healing my life. And that's what you're doing. You're focusing on your life, what you want, what's good for your well-being and your health. And that's the right thing to do. You're also beginning to believe in the journey, believe in yourself. And I'm not saying you're like definitely believing in the journey, because you may be having doubts, but you're starting to believe that when you focus on your goals and your dreams with unwavering faith, things move into place. Because the tiger is saying you can do this, believe in yourself, whatever it is. Whether it's moving towards something in your career, whether it's to do something with your channel, whether it's to do with love. And you've got to shield yourself from anything toxic, because the thing is, you're dealing also with people's energies in life, but also because you're doing a YouTube channel and you've got people coming onto your YouTube channel. So don't let others drag you down or suck you dry. Shield your energy. So this is about you shielding yourself. So Archangel Michael is assisting with that. And also not letting other people dictate what you do. You've got to do things for you on your terms, in your way. And that's a wake-up call as well. So maybe everything you're doing at this current time is teaching you more about how to love yourself and be there for yourself and set boundaries and do things for you rather than everybody else. So, and you're awakening to that truth and realising there is a plan to everything that was, is and ever will be. And I feel that's also what's going on with your twin flame. I know you're not asking me about him directly, because you're also dealing with another guy, okay? But I feel what you also need to know is, because you're shielding yourself and protecting yourself, he is also going through a big wake-up call where he's starting to believe he can change. I hope that helps, okay? Next question we're doing is for Priyanka. Thank you for the donation. Dear, my dream is to go to Spain and work there and get successful. Well, you asked me about that yesterday, and it come through within 3 months to 3 years. I'm sure it did. Okay, so you've got to believe in yourself, because you're saying, I'm worried about my finances. That's because you're not perhaps trusting in the process of manifestation, or you're overthinking it or panicking about it. You've got to let that go and give that to heaven. Great thing to do. When I went, I know it's totally different because you're kind of relocating there or making a big change or whatever you're doing. But when I travelled on my own for the first time, it was back in 2012. When I say travelled, I don't mean in the UK. I mean actually got on a plane and went somewhere by myself, okay? And I went to see Doreen Virtue speak about archangels in Zurich, okay? And I hadn't got a passport. I'd never been on a plane. I was panicking about things. But what I did was I sat down. I found an hour to sit down. I got my creation box, okay, which was just a little box. And I got some paper and a pen, and I manifested it, okay? So I sat down. I made sure there was no distractions for that hour. First of all, I drew a passport because I hadn't got one. And I visualised when I was drawing this passport, getting the passport and having it, put it in my creation box. And I also got a list of the amount of money I thought I'd need. So I put down just ballpark figures. Okay, how much is a passport going to be at the time? I think it was I can't remember, £75 or something. Wrote that down. And I thought, right, I'm going to need a hotel. So I manifested that, did the same thing, put that into my creation box, wrote the amount of money down, and I did it with everything, spending money and everything. And then the thing that blew my mind, because I was doing ballpark figures, so I was rounding everything up, after I added up the amount, and it came to the amount 2012. And that's the amount of money I thought, right, I'm going to need that. And that was the year I was going. I thought, whoa, my goodness me, that's a huge sign to go. So that's how easy you can manifest, but you got to believe, okay? Saying, do you see, will I be able to save? It's not, do I see, do you see? Do you believe and have faith that you can go? And then you're going to believe it. Say, I am going. I know I'm going. So you visualize it. You don't think, oh, I can't go, and see to something in the future, because it'll always be in the future. It'll always be something you're striving for. If you visualize it now, I do have enough, everything is working out, and pray about it, put it on your vision board, then this is something you can definitely create. And that's why I'm connecting with 3 months to 3 years, because it's up to you. You could go as quickly as 3 months if you actually let go of all your doubt and fear. That's how easy it could manifest. But because we have an ego, things we really want take longer. So the angel's saying within 3 months to 3 years, okay? You're saying, do you see I'll be able to save and 14 lakhs rupees, and is the growth in career? Yes, because everything is falling into place, but you have to believe in yourself. Look, this is why you've got the moon. You've got to look through the illusion, okay? Because the illusion is you're not going to have the money. It's never going to work out. It's a pipe dream and all of that. You've got to turn that around and believe this is an opportunity for you to create. Okay, you have the power to create what you desire. What animal is guiding you? Gathering knowledge. You're gathering what you need right now. You may be seeing squirrels, okay? So the message is gather evidence, knowledge and resources to process, understand and learn. So gather the evidence. In other words, you know you can go because you believe it, you have faith in it. You may want to gather things that you can put on your vision board, do a creation box. You're going to have all the resources you need to enjoy the process and grow. So I feel it's part of your journey to go. So if obviously your career is going to improve because you're manifesting it. I hope that helps, okay? K-Arts fan, thank you for the donation. Good morning, Liz. Message from my person, please. So what does your person want you to know? Vulnerability, twin soul. So I feel what your journey is, or what you're helping your person to learn, is to be open and vulnerable. It's part of the twin soul journey, especially if he's wearing a mask or he's guarded. And he's saying to you, I could never misplace you. You're the other half of me. So he knows that. He knows you belong together. He may not understand labels like twin flames, but he definitely feels you are one. He's saying, you see the deepest, truest part of me, my vulnerable heart. And that also makes him feel a bit nervous, because he's saying, I'm still getting comfortable with that. You understand me in ways no one else does. So you see the true version of it. So again, it doesn't matter how long you've spent together, because maybe you've only had fleeting moments together, and he could have had years with other people or around other people, whoever they are, whether it's karmic people, family, whomever, but you see the true him. And that's why it feels so right with you, because he doesn't have to lie around you. He doesn't have to hide who he is around you. He doesn't have to pretend. But it also makes him a bit uncomfortable because you see through the illusion. And that's something he's getting used to. Okay, let's get an animal card for you. Transition. He's in a transition period, and so are you. You're preparing for the next step. A new chapter is about to begin, and you're being prepared for it. So this is getting ready for union, okay? Everything that's happening is building your strength. So you may be seeing butterflies. Everything you're going through is creating the way. I hope that helps, okay? They give me fear. So remember, when you go through fear, it builds your strength. Very powerful. I hope that helps, okay? And then you've donated again and said, any message from the divine, please. So I feel the message from the divine is to know that you are being given everything you need, okay, to succeed. That rhymes. Cleanse yourself in your space. So you may want to get some sage everywhere. Really great way of doing it, because obviously that's preparing your space for what's coming. And I spoke about this not long ago. Get a duster, like a real duster. And I'm not saying you've got cobwebs, okay, but get a real duster and go around all your house, clearing the energetic cobwebs, because astral spiders can, linger around there, and negative energy and psychic attack and things like that, things you've absorbed. So clear all the cobwebs out, And like I say, you've got to visualize them, because you may not even just visualize them coming down. Then cleanse your space with sage or Palo Santo, whatever you do, or opening the windows, the doors. And what I did, and this has really helped me, okay, I saged everywhere not long ago because I needed to do that, because I knew I was having astral spider visits every night and it was stressing me out a bit, and I was like, what's going on? And I knew I was being drained from something. And since I've cleansed everywhere, that's all gone. And then I've got a porch, okay? You may not have a porch, but I've got a porch. Like a porch here in the UK is like where there's one door and then there's another door. So there's like a little porchway from where in my entryway. And my little pot with my sage, I put it in the porch. And I feel like that's cleansed so whoever comes in is going to be cleansed by that sage. But it's really funny because since I did that cleanse, I mean, no one really comes in here anyway. It's very rare I get people coming in my house. But nobody's come in since. Nobody's entered my house since I've saged the house, which I find funny. And it's like, I don't know when that was. When was that? A month ago? But nobody really comes in my house anyway. It's very rare. Unless like my landlord has to come round for something, or a maintenance person, or... So cleanse yourself in your space, and this is your way of preparing. I hope that helps, okay? We've got City Cat, thank you for the donation. Hey Liz, I hope all is well. Grateful for a message, please, from my DM. Includes an update on his actions towards me. So his connection, we've got connection. He said, I want to be connected with you in every way, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and definitely intimately. So he wants you in every way. That's his next action, to be with you the way he wants to be. This is about you being together in a partnership, okay? That's his desire. That's what he wants. So what's he taking action on? He's aware now of the love and the special connection. I've got angel bumps. Look at this. This is why I love what I do. Connection. I know you can't see it because it's probably backwards, but it says connection. And he's saying, I am aware of the beautiful love and special connection, okay, that I have with you, my divine feminine. I am in my divine masculine power. So he's definitely stepping forward. So if you've been working on stepping back, he's stepping forward. If you've been surrendering and releasing, he's moving forward. And he said, I am capable. Look at this. I am capable of change. I am capable of making this work. I am capable of being with you. So he's in his power today, feeling strong. So this is a big message for you to remember, that it's about polarity. So if he's in his masculine power, you must be in your feminine power, which means taking that step back so he can move forward. So let me just get a tarot as well. Anything else that you need to know? Look, hope for the future. Between now and February, you're being guided into union. Look at this. He's going to walk away from what he needs to. I've got August to April. February significant as well. August to April is a timeline for union. He's going to walk away from what he needs to. The full moon could have been significant for change as well. I feel he's been in his power since the full moon. Oh, dropping all the cards on the floor. Hope that helps, okay? Let me just pick these cards up. Hang on a minute. Look, oh my goodness me, the Fool just flipped over then by itself. I tried to pick the cards up and it flipped the Fool out. Something else has fell out here. Yeah, look, the Emperor. But it's in reverse there, so remember he's still becoming that version of himself. Everything happens for a reason. I bet these are all in reverse and everything now. Whatever. Okay, they are what they are. Everything happens for a reason, okay? Let me just move them. Let me just have a look. Yeah, that's the way I need to have them then, that way, okay? Okay, that helps, honey. Patricia, thank you for the donation. What does Jesus want me to know regarding Journey with A? So what does Jesus want you to know? There's your card. Well, first of all, what I'm picking up on here is Jesus saying, talk to me. I'm channeling these, okay? So Jesus is saying, talk to me about things. I'm with you. I've got you. I want to know what you're thinking and feeling. Talk to me and I'll listen. So Jesus reminding you that you're not on your own, okay? And your twin is saying dreams. I'm having dreams about you that make me wake up with a smile. So A is dreaming about you. That's how he's been made aware of things and how he's working through his fears and all of that. And Jesus is saying, you talk to me. If you want to talk to A, talk to me first. That's what Jesus is saying. And then you don't perhaps rush in, do anything you're going to regret doing. He wants to be your equal, okay? And this could also be about forgiveness. So he may need to ask to apologise to you. We've got, the thing is, he loves you more when you're a mystery and he's more awake then. So, and I feel what I'm picking up on here is he's getting a lot of guidance in his dreams about you, but it may also be when he's awake, he thinks about you as a mystery and that makes him love you more. In other words, when you're in black cat energy, or I call it black spider energy, not black's like black widow energy, like spider energy, where you are just allowing, because the spider is like the feminine energy, allowing. You've spun your web, you've done your thing, now you've got to allow. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Carly Glover, thank you for the donation, honey. Enjoying the live, Liz, great to have you here. At a career crossroads, feeling drawn to do a course that my current work will fund, but it means tying in for a few more years, but could move on to something new. Interview next week. Welcome insight. So let's see first of all what Archangel Gabriel wants you to know in general about your career, and then we'll look a bit closer, okay? So what Archangel Gabriel, straight out, look at this, we've got classes. Learning and teaching are part of your higher calling. So you're saying here, okay, I'm feeling drawn to do a course. Okay, this is connected with that clearly, classes. Okay, whether it's in a classroom, whether it's online or whatever it is, it's like you're being guided to do that. It's part of your higher calling. So I definitely feel this is something you're meant to do. Otherwise, it wouldn't have come out that quickly. Okay, there's no beating around the bush with the angels, you know that. So they're saying this, yes, this is what you're meant to do. Even if you tie in for a few more years, it will be beneficial for you. Now you're saying I could move on to something new, but I feel you do know that you want to be doing whatever it is you're being guided to do. And you could always earn money in other ways, you know that. So it's not like you're just stuck into that course. There could be other things coming up. I mean, this could even be doing things like selling things or something you enjoy on the side. You've got power of positivity. So really, the angel's saying, as long as you're positive, you're protected. Look at the rainbow. When you're being positive, everything works out. So a single positive shift in thought can see powerful momentum into motion. Positivity feeds on itself, lifting you higher, and the same bigger, lifting you into bigger things, but lifting you higher and attracting more at the same time. This is how miracles become your new normal. So you're attracting miracles into your life at this time. So really, whatever you decide to do will be successful. But I feel you know that you're being guided towards this course. Let me bring in a work card as well. Anything else you need to know? You've got locked, okay? It says work you want. They're blocking my throat. Work you want may not be in reach now. So you may go for this interview, but it may be blocked in some way because you're meant to do this course, okay? Says take a temporary position while awaiting an opening. Your new place, but they give me phase. Your new place offers job security. So it feels like you're being guided towards this course. So don't be surprised if you go for interviews and things don't perhaps go the way you think they will. Or maybe you get offered something temporary or something without as many hours or something like that. Because it's not that you're not good at what you're doing. It's that God is trying to block something so that you can go down this other road, okay? You've got deservingness. You are a beloved child of God, like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. So it's like the angels saying, don't worry about the money because the money will be manifested. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you really are. So I feel because you're deserving of everything that you want, you're going to attract in the resources. So I feel you're being guided to do this course. Okay, let me just get you a tarot card as well. Anything else you need to know? Yeah, what you put in, you get out. You are a hard worker, whether you're putting that work into your job, your career, or this course you're doing, and you've got the Hanged Man in reverse. So I feel like you're going to stop procrastinating or thinking about it. You've already had the illumination. Now it's time to move forward. I feel August is going to be significant for this. So I'm feeling you're moving forward, okay? So it's like you're saying, okay, there's been delays around me. I've been thinking about this, but now I know what to do. Don't be afraid because you have been tied into something or financial things because it's going to benefit you in the long run. But obviously, ultimately, you've got to do what you feel is right for you. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Bina, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, this karmic situation, a message for me, please. So what's going on in this karmic situation? Is stuck, okay? Eight of Swords, stuck, very clear, coming out straight away. I feel trapped in a self-made prison. Nobody is truly happy. So he's not happy, she's not happy, you're not happy. So I'm not saying, obviously, you are happy, but what I mean is, in that situation, who's happy really? Nobody. Because there's maths being won, there's lies being told, it's not right. So you're not happy because you want him. He's not happy because he wants you. She's not happy because she feels like nobody wants her. And she feels stuck too. So him leaving her will set her free to pursue her own dreams and goals. So he knows what he needs to do, but he is still stuck, which means he hasn't yet made the decision, okay? So what's he struggling with? He's facing his shadows. Look, my situation is toxic, so I'm facing my shadows. He knows it's not normal there. It may seem on the surface like, oh, it's all fine, everything's great on social media, but he is not happy. What's his struggle? And then I'm going to do you some cards. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, maybe at one point they did get on, they did bounce off each other, they may have made each other laugh or whatever, but he's tired of wearing a mask, even if he's doing that now, and he's saying we don't bounce off each other like before. So it's definitely not how it used to be, okay? But even if they do get on as friends or whatever, he's wearing a mask around that person. He's not being honest and authentic. And that's draining and tiring, and it stresses you out, and it leads to illness and disease, okay? So he knows what he needs to do. So your guidance is to have faith in the connection. So what's your guidance at this time? I'm following my heart at all times. And I feel that's what you need to do. You know what your heart is telling you to do. You know what you need to do. Let's just get one card from him to you. Look, he's giving you a promise. And at this current time, your journey is protected. And he's protecting you as well from drama and chaos. That's why he's not rushing in and like laying his love on you. They give me that song, Lay All My Love On You, or Abbott. Or is it Lay All My Love On Me, or whatever. That song, something to do with that one. Please trust me to do the right thing. You are safe with me, I promise you. I'll always protect you and the love we share. I'll keep boundaries around my heart that only you can cross. So what I'm picking up on here is you've got to trust him to do the right thing. But that song's coming through for a reason. There may be a lyric in that you need to hear. I hope that helps, okay? Jay, thank you for the donation, honey. Mashes from ST. So what does ST want you to know? He wants to honour you. Okay, I want to take the honouring path towards you. They're giving me fear and they're giving me tooth pain. So I can take responsibility for my situation first. I am working hard to change, to face up to all I've been avoiding. I know I need to do more, but I'm tired. So he may have had a sleepless night. Maybe he's a bit tired. He wants to change and he wants to take the honouring path to you, which means coming forward correctly in the right energy. So what's he taking charge with? He's getting courage. I am courageous. So he's telling himself he's courageous enough to let go of the past. So maybe something's happened in his past that's tainted him or scarred him or given him like an idea of what love is when it isn't, if that makes sense. It's like he's afraid of being with you and embracing this future with you because of something to do with his past that he needs to release. So he's finding the courage to let go of his past. Let's get one card for you. What do you need to know? Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you lots of love. Your guidance is to be the lighthouse that stands strong through all the storms. So whatever you're going through, you can handle it. Shine your light brighter. Don't dim your light. I hope that helps, okay? Just keep being you and then he'll be drawn to you. And then you've donated again and said, C and G have been talking about me at work. What's the outcome? Okay, so C and G have been talking about you at work. What's the outcome? Loving yourself more. I feel the message is, first of all, this is for you to love yourself more. Because if people are talking about you, okay, maybe they're talking about that you're loving yourself more, that you're independent, that you're giving to yourself, whatever. It doesn't really matter what they're talking about. The fact is, people talking about you gives you the opportunity to love yourself even more. And then you don't worry about what they're thinking about or what they're talking about or what's going on with them because you think, how do I feel about myself? Doesn't matter what other people are saying. It matters what you think. Okay? You got the Queen of Cups coming through. And this is your very sensitive being. So maybe they see you as sensitive, someone who loves themselves, someone who doesn't put up with any BS, okay? That's how you are perceived. And if you like, this Seven of Swords is sneaky behaviour. So you may feel like people are being sneaky because they're talking about you. Now, even if they are talking about you in a good way, people are still talking about you. Talking about me at work, okay? Whoever they are, it doesn't matter. What's the outcome? The outcome is that you know. You know your own truth, you know your own power, you have to connect with your own heart and think about you. You are intuitive, so you probably already know what the outcome is. But I feel the messages, don't even worry about it. Don't even give it any of your attention. You're not getting involved in gossip or drama. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying these people are talking nasty about you. They may be saying nice things about you. But it's none of your business. Who cares? Focus on you. That's the message I need to share with you, because you are an intuitive being. I'm sure you already know what they're talking about, and you already know what the outcome is because you were psychic. You were strong, you're intuitive. And you probably think, well, if I knew that, Liz, I wouldn't be asking. Okay, but you do know inside. They give me an itchy lower back, so this could be to do with finances or even your career, where you're perhaps thinking, how is this going to affect my career? What's going to happen? I mean, this could be people talking about the next steps with money. So it could be that you get offered some more money or something happens with your finances. But the answer is, no matter what's going on, try not to get involved in it. Love yourself more. You do you. Focus on being your best version at work, and then the outcome will be a positive one. I hope that helps, okay? Wish right now, thank you for the donation, honey. DM's feelings today. So what's his feelings? He feels happiness when he thinks about being vulnerable with you. So he wants to be vulnerable with you. And he also feels happiest when he's connecting with you, when he's thinking about being with you. So his feelings haven't changed from like wanting to connect with you. It's like he is in this energy right now where he knows you're the end result. He's in happiness as being with you. I want to feel like this for the rest of my life and have plans for us. So he has plans to be with you, but to be with you, he knows he's got to be vulnerable with you. He's got to speak his truth. He's got to end that cycle. And he's saying you understand me in ways that no one else does. So I feel his girlfriend doesn't really see him the way that you see him, or understand him the way that you understand him. And that also makes him feel a bit vulnerable. So with his girlfriend, got 5 of Swords, there's negative thinking. He's feeling very defeated and depressed. He can't see how things can change. So he doesn't see it getting any better. He doesn't really see there's hope there. You know, this is more about him needing the strength now to change his situation. So what's his next action? And you're saying, what's his next action for the fast? So is that festival? Or what's his next action? He's working on it. He's working on forgiving himself. And this could be because he knows he's got to speak his truth. And he's really afraid. If you think about the 5 of Swords, what it actually is, it's, if you look at the card itself, okay, that's not in that deck, but it's like somebody getting where they want to be, okay, through what seems to be like hurting others' feelings. So this may be where he's struggling with. He's got to forgive himself because ending it with his girlfriend is going to hurt her feelings. And he may not like causing pain. Maybe he doesn't like bringing pain to people's door, but he's got to be cruel to be kind, because it's hurting him more staying with her when he's thinking about you, because that's not being real, is it? In my own life, I would rather be single forever than with someone who's thinking about someone else, wouldn't you? So that's what he's realising. So he's trying to forgive himself for, the past. I mean, it's like in my past relationship, okay, with George, as you know, the past 6 months was super toxic because he was talking to his new wife who was married, and things were, should have ended anyway. But it was like getting me down because I felt like I was walking on eggshells in my own house. It felt uncomfortable. There was a lot of resentment there as well, because I was like, why don't you just tell me the truth? And he wouldn't. And I was like, I knew. It's like if we'd have just had that conversation, things would have ended a lot sooner. And I was getting out. I remember standing downstairs, sticking my fingers up at the room he was in and stuff. And I'm like, why am I behaving that way? Just go and confront him, which I ended up doing. And that's when things ended, okay? And I feel that's what he needs to do. So I feel there's resentment building, probably in her as well. It's not healthy to be around someone who's wanting someone else, as it makes you ill in the body. So maybe she's going through some physical things as well. I hope that helps, okay? Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like, it's about knowing what you need to do, but it's finding the strength to do it, isn't it, And that's why we stay stuck in situations that should have ended a long time ago. It's like the fear of perhaps being alone or making a change, or what the person you're going to become when you change your identity. So that's what he needs to do, okay? Janie, thank you for the donation. What does Wes want to say? I'm seeing videos that I'm ready. Please don't forget me. Wow. So again, the universe is showing you to trust the process. You're loving yourself. This is for you, first of all. So your guidance is to love yourself, knowing who you are. You're amazing. And I feel he wants you to know you're amazing. But the universe is saying to you, hey, you're amazing. How could someone forget about you? So love yourself enough to know how powerful you are. So this is you stepping into Black Cat energy, stepping into the spider role, knowing who you are. I am amazing, actually. I talk about this on Tuesday in Tuesday's video about what car are you? What car do you see yourself as? That car is amazing. Is it Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a Porsche? That's you. Remember, you are amazing. So love yourself. And loving yourself is also you treating yourself right and looking after yourself, which you do, feeling good about yourself. So he's saying, look, I'm finding my way. That's what he wants you to know. I'm finding my way. You're seeing videos that say I'm ready. And he's saying, I am finding my way. I'm ready. I'm finding my way to you. But that ready is also about you getting ready yourself. Okay? And preparing yourself. So when he comes to you, you can say, do you know what? I am ready for this relationship. So he sees you as beautiful. His message to you is, your radiance outshines the sun. So he can't forget you because he thinks about the way you made him feel. People forget things you say, but they never forget how you make them feel. Okay, I'm so attracted to your light. So that's your guidance to shine your light. You're beautiful inside and out. So he loves your physical body and everything about you on the outside, but he also loves inside of you, the person you are, the way you are. He loves everything about you. I hope that helps, okay? And thank you for the donation. Message from Frank, I feel like I have butterflies in me. So you can feel like something's happening. That butterfly feeling, that anxious feeling you've got, it's because something is changing and shifting. You may even have head pressure. They just give me a little pang in my head like someone's shoving a knife in my head. So you may have crown chakra activation, third eye activation. Look at this. I'm opening my heart to love. This is why you're feeling that. Because he's opening his heart to love you. To open up, to speak, to do something. He's opening his heart. He's going through a heart chakra activation. Now remember, anything else he's going through is also part of that. So instead of feeling jealous or envious towards karmic people and things going on, think I'm grateful that everything is helping him to open his heart to me. Everything is a catalyst to me. Everything is making him ready for me. Get excited about it. So that feeling you're probably having heart flutters as well, and maybe you feel like your stomach's going over a little bit. Whatever it is that's happening, it's because he's going through a heart chakra activation. What else does he want to say? He's speaking to you through music. Look at this, the powerful. He's returning to you, and you're receiving messages through music today. So you're going to receive a song that says he's coming back. I get so close to having it all with you, which means he gets ready to do something, and then fear steps in, and I have to pull away. That's where all these feelings are coming from. I'm sorry, it hurts to stay away, I will return. So I feel the reason you've been having all this emotion is because he's been on the verge of doing something for a while. But then he panics and goes into fear, okay? So you've got to be very patient and trusting and not go into frustration or ego. He said, I hear songs that remind me of you, and that's vice versa. Sometimes I smile and other times it makes me want to cry, okay? Now yesterday, remember I said yesterday I heard that song and I couldn't think what it was. As soon as I got off the live, I remembered what it was. It was, I'm in love with a beautiful woman. Diddly. That song, I got on a bus yesterday. I got 7 buses yesterday. I got on a bus yesterday and there was a man on the bus with a boombox around his neck. I've never seen anything like that before. And he was playing songs. And when I got on the bus, that was the song that was on. And I know that was a song for me. Yes, it was from my DM, but it was also for myself because I've been working more on self-love and self-worth, know my own value. And that's how the universe was saying to me, hey, you're looking good today, Liz. You're a beautiful woman. You're in your power. Because that's exactly how I was feeling, even though I was rushing around. Instead of feeling negative and like I'm not good enough and all of that, when we start working on our value, everything changes. I hope that helps, okay? You may even see butterflies as well. Wish right now, thank you for the donation. Hotel message, business message. So again, it's like you're asking the same questions. I feel you need to stop asking the questions and do something about it, okay? And I mean that with love, because it's like you know yourself what the guidance is. You know what you're constantly being guided to do, but it's like you're not trusting in yourself to make the changes or to do it, or it's like you're expecting something big to change and you're still getting the same guidance, okay? So hotel message. You've got, again, that's what I'm feeling. You know intuitively what to do. The Queen of Cups. This is why the Queen of Cups has come through. Because the angels say, regarding the hotel job, you know exactly what you need to do. You just need to go within and trust what you're feeling about it. Okay? Business message. Business message. You're bringing what you are manifesting in the 5D into the 3D, as above, so below. So, and you got this is believing in yourself, trusting yourself, knowing your own worth and value, going forward fearlessly, because in that business you're doing, you're also the leader. So you take the masculine role. So you can channel your masculine energy into that business role. And then you can bring in all the thoughts you're thinking about your business into the real world. So you're currently manifesting, but you've got to believe in yourself and know you can absolutely do it. Like, you don't need your masculine to be involved in that to be successful. Because maybe that's something you're manifesting with 2 kings coming in, okay? DP sales message. DP sales message. You've got the 8 of Swords and 4 of Wands. So something could be moving forward with that sales thing between August and April. Okay, because August things feel a bit trapped, and then by April everything's working out. But this could be even over the next 8 weeks or 4 months, okay? So I feel something will move forward that may feel blocked or stuck. And then when will your DM join? Or where will your DM join, or what's going on with your DM? Well, it will be when he doesn't feel worried about it, because he's coming out of this now. It could be after September, so it could be a breakthrough coming in October time, because I feel like he has been having worry and sleepless nights, but I'm getting this is more about you, and that's what's being released. So if you've been overthinking things, wondering about when he's coming, what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, needing him to be there, or feeling like you need him to do something, when you let go of that, that's going to move everything forward for you. Look, I've just opened the deck at the 10 of Cups there. I hope that helps, okay? Janie, thank you for the donation, honey. What will my life look like in 1 to 2 years? What will your life look like in 1 to 2 years? Wow, 10 of Cups flying out, and the Ace of Cups. You're going to be in a relationship, so the relationship is going to be offered to you, and you're going to be in union. So if we take the word union out, if I was reading this just in general for you, not as a twin flame, you're going to be offered a relationship from the universe, and it's going to make you very happy. So you're going to be in a relationship. Okay, now we've got the angel's saying as well, the 10th of June could be significant. The 10th of June. Now, I'm not saying anything is definitely going to happen on that date. I mean, that could be like a marriage date or something in the future. But the 10th of June could be a significant date. So just be aware of that. I mean, you're asking about 1 to 2 years. So the 10th of June could be significant. But I feel that this is definitely the relationship coming in. And this isn't just about being offered a love relationship. This could be offered something you love. So it could be you're offered a job opportunity you love, or a home you love, or you're doing things you love. But because you're thinking about love, that's what you're manifesting. Where you're going to be in 1 to 2 years is in the relationship you seek. June and October could be significant, whether it's because things happen in those months, or because things are manifesting in those months. So those could be significant months, like anniversaries and birthdays and other dates. I hope that helps, okay? Mayra, thank you for the donation. Any message from Travis today? You got testing and lost. So there could be a test coming up with lost. So what I mean by that is maybe one of your lessons is to put boundaries down around your body, and you may get tested soon. So there could be a test of lust coming where you're in each other's presence and you've got to control yourself. You've got to have self-control. Okay? Because if you know you have to sit on your hands, because we know what it's like being around our person. They are the most gorgeous, sexy being in the entire universe. So you just want to grab them and kiss them and make love to them. But you may have to set a boundary down to win his love or to be with you. And he's saying your eyes are perfect, your lips are kissable. I need to spend a few hours alone with you. And that could be the test that's coming. Especially if you know you've got to put some kind of boundary down around this. And this could be a test of love. It's like God saying to you, this test of love, and you perhaps putting that boundary down, or this could even be about him opening up to you about how he feels, or whatever it is. You know your own journey and what you're learning. That's the soul's way, or God's way, the way of making sure the love is unconditional and that you're ready for union. Because we go through things, don't we? I mean, I can look back at my journey and there's many things I can think, I wish I'd done that differently. I wish I'd said that differently. I wish I put a boundary down. And I know now what is coming, because the angels are telling me. I know what my own boundaries are, and I know what I need to do to move into union where I wasn't doing before, if that makes sense. So yes, it's about both parties, because you can only do what you can do. You can put your boundaries down, you can learn your lesson, do you. It's up to your masculine to do the same, and they have free will. He has free will. Whether he is ready or not, that's his choice, remember, and his journey as well. But if you know you're doing the right things for you, then that will open all the right doors. I hope that helps, okay? Wish right now, thank you for the donation. If I message Payal what happens If I go DM Hom, what happens? If I go DM Hom, I'm not sure what that means. I don't need to know. I'll just do your card anyway. So if you message payout, what happens? There's going to be some kind of breakthrough that perhaps isn't here now. And this could be a burden for you. So you may feel burdened in some way by this situation, or payout may feel burdened by it, okay? There could be a burden that needs to be released. So if you message and you perhaps speak your truth, there's going to be some kind of breakthrough in September and October. So it's going to create some kind of shift that occurs September, October, but take timelines out of it. This is about, there's some kind of burden right now that needs to be dealt with or released in this situation, or this could be them carrying the burden around, you carrying the burden around, you take it out, resonates with you. But I feel if you actually do communicate something or speak or do something, it's going to create some kind of breakthrough. But it is in reverse. So I do feel that this is something that you're overthinking or worrying about. But I feel there will be a breakthrough to release a burden, okay? If you go DM Hom, what happens? I'm not sure what that means, but I don't need to know. The angels know. It's going to bring a decision in, or clarity on a decision. So it's like, I feel this is happening more quickly than the other thing, because I get a little bit of a delay around the messaging payout, whatever that is. And I get more quick energy around the other thing. If I go DM Hom, what happens? I'm getting like swift energy to make that happen. A choice. Now this could even be today, because this is also, when I'm picking up on this, it's also connected with July. And we're in the last day of July today. And this may be something you're thinking of doing right now today. Okay, so you may do it like in August, but it's like something you're thinking about today. And I feel when you take swift action, it could create swift results, okay? But there is some kind of opportunity or decision there that needs to be made, and that may not be your decision. So you may go for it, if that makes sense, but it's not your decision. You have to trust what other people are doing. Okay, so if that's your DM, for example, you've got to trust that he is going to make his own choices and decisions. Regarding the other thing, Payal, feels like there's going to be some kind of breakthrough if you speak your truth, but you may be afraid of doing that. I hope that helps, okay? Stella, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, special and deep messages from my DM and important messages from God, angels, Mother Mary for today. So what does your masculine want you to know? So he's saying to you, he's letting you know he's awake now. Okay. In other words, he was sleepwalking through his life before, and now he's awake. So he was in the matrix. You've unplugged him. Okay. I'd almost forgotten who I really was, and then when what I wanted out of life, and then there was you. You woke me up. So it's like in the Matrix where Neo's in the car, and he wants to get out. You know, and Trinity says, "You've been down that road before. Okay. You've been down there. This is the way forward in a way. Come and meet Morpheus, who's going to wake you up." And I feel that's what he's letting you know. He can't go back to how it was. And he's asking you to forgive him for all the things he's done that have hurt you. And I feel that's your message from God, the angels, and Mother Mary. To forgive, Ethan, and rise. And you probably already have worked on that. Okay, so forgiveness is the key. He said, "I wasn't strong enough, I'm sorry." So that's why he's asking for forgiveness, because he may have not been strong enough to act on his impulses, to tell you how he felt, to make a change, whatever it is that got in the way of you being together. He wants you to know he is sorry for that. He didn't feel strong enough. He didn't feel as strong as you. It's like he's always seen you as strong. And he likes it when you're a bit of a mystery as well. So I feel that's also a message for you, to be mysterious, which means perhaps don't post so much on socials, or maybe these are things you're already doing. You're pulling your energy back because he's curious about you then. What are you doing? Who are you with? Where are you? What's going on in your life? Okay, and he's saying, "I can't name this love, but I know it's soul level special." So he's also trying to work out what this love is. Okay, so he's going through a bit of an awakening at this current time. So what else do you need to know from your angels? You've got strength. So he's finding the strength to change, to take action. Aries could be significant. Leo could be significant. This could also be something shifting forward between where we are now in Leo season towards Aries season in March, April. So things are about to move forward in a very powerful way. You were strong enough to deal with what's going on. They give me a block. This could be definitely clearing the air or sorting things out, because they give me like a big stagnant block there in the throat chakra, like something, you know, when you need to cough out like a ball of, they show me like a cat coughing up a hairball. So this could be definitely like releasing things that need to be said. But he says, God, because you're saying, what does God want me to know? God would not give you anything you can't handle. And the same for your twin as well. So things are definitely shifting forward. Let me just get a deep message. What's his dark truth? What's his dark truth? I'm owning up. There you go. He's saying, while we've been apart, I've been learning who I am. I really have changed, and I want you to know that you can count on me to do the right thing. And that's his dark truth. He's owning up. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Natalia, thank you for the donation. Only great to see you. Any message from Grayson or any guy? Well, what does Grayson want you to know? Silence. I'm sorry for my silence. I just needed a break. Or I need a break. And you might think, well, Liz, it's been a very long break. But he said I needed a break. They give me fear. There's fear there. And the thing is, when you're in silence or when things don't seem to be moving forward in love, what's happening? You're growing, you're evolving, you're transforming, you're working on self-love. You're connecting with the innermost parts of you. You're learning telepathic connection. You're learning to connect with God. You're going through many, many things. He said, I don't know how to reach out to you. I'm afraid you won't let me in. So he's got fears around coming in, breaking the silence, but he is apologising for it. He said, I did need it. So I feel he's saying, I needed the time to remember who I truly am. And vice versa. He's finding the strength to move forward. He's saying, I'm courageous. Now, he may not be courageous at this moment. This is what he's manifesting. This is what he's affirming. I am courageous. I am moving towards my mission and purpose. So you do have a mission and purpose together, whenever that is. And that could be to have kids. It could be for many reasons. And I feel that you're also moving towards your mission and purpose. So the guidance I've got coming in is, this silence is part of it, which we know. It's all part of the purpose and mission you have together. And you are amazing. The angels want you to remember your magnificence and your worth and your value. And he knows how amazing you are. So you've got to remember this yourself. Affirm it. I am amazing. And you are courageous too, because you're already moving towards your mission and purpose. So when you're saying any other guy, I don't feel there is really any other guy. Okay. Is there a message from any other guy that you need to know? I mean, this could be about you thinking, I've had enough of being on my own. I want to spend my life with someone. And maybe you are thinking about going out and meeting people. Perhaps, I don't know, going on dating apps or whatever it is you want to do. Going out and, perhaps being open to love. And I feel that's something you are reflecting on. I hope that helps, okay? Janie, thank you for the donation. Are there suitors and tests for me to let go of their noise before Wes shows up? Are these suitors a test for me to let go of their noise before Wes shows up? Well, I feel, again, you've got to ask yourself the question. Obviously, the reason you've got suitors around you is because you are attractive and you are attracting people in. They maybe go like that, so maybe this part of your body is what also is very attractive to people. I'm not saying it's just that, but, you may have an ample bosom, so people may be attracted to you this way as well. And that may be one of your best assets, bling it up, perk them up, do it. But what I'm saying is, I feel that you are definitely attracting in people because you are in your power. It's not because perhaps you're meant to experience things with these people. It's number one, showing you that you are attractive, that you are deserving of love, and that you are amazing. So it's about the universe saying, hey, you are gorgeous actually. Do you believe in that? You are attracting love in. So it's reminding you there is options out there for you, but you ultimately know that Wes is the one that you want. And it's not even about him being the one that you want. It's the one that's destined for you. So yes, tests show up because the universe also can show you that he is the one. So for example, because things perhaps don't work out, or you go on a date with someone and on paper they may seem to be everything you want, but perhaps when it comes to kissing them at the end of the night, all you can think of is Wes and you don't want to. And the thought of kissing that person is repellent to you. And you're like, no, I know I want to be with Wes. And it's also, remember, trusting the process, because you might think, well, it's taken a while to be with Wes, but it's worth waiting for. And the thing is, twin flame love comes back around over and over and over again, because all paths lead home. So if you're perhaps thinking, well, I want to experience love with someone else, there's nothing wrong with doing that. I've been on my journey nearly 30 years. Where do you go? You come back to your masculine, because he's the one. So it's about knowing that no matter who comes along, what goes on, what gets in the way, you always end up with the person you're meant to be with. As long as both parties are listening to their heart and following their truth and not being stuck in ego for all their lives. But you hear about it all the time. You may like see YouTube videos where you see couples like, you know, those people who go and interview people and they interview like old couples like in the 90s and they say, tell me about your life. And they're like, well, you know, we went to separate ways, then we met 40 years later or whatever it is. They don't realise it. They're on a twin flame journey more than likely. But it's about knowing that. So I feel you've got to trust what you feel inside. So I want to bring in a message from Jesus. What does Jesus want to say to you about this? What does Jesus want you to know? So Jesus is saying to you, okay, just be grateful for everything. Be grateful for all the good things you have and your blessings will be multiplied. So if you perhaps have these tasks coming up, these men interested in you, be grateful because it's showing you that you are loved and safe. That you are desired, that you are magical and wonderful. Okay, that you are the Ferrari. That you, look at this, you are blessed, okay? Trust in the universe, the angels and your spirit guides. And know how blessed you are instead of how stressed you are. Don't try and control anything. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? Could also be your way of going through certain things. So you're ready for a love. Like, if I hadn't gone through my past relationship, I wouldn't know what not to do. What to do and what not to do, because I made all the mistakes in that relationship, being controlling and, you know, not being equal and all of that. Like, as in, I mean, I did everything, and that isn't equal, is it? I don't need you to wash the dishes. I'm washing the dishes. I don't need you to do this. I'm doing it. So everything I went through and learned, I learned how to not be in a relationship, if that makes sense. So sometimes you go through certain things so you are ready for the right relationship, so you don't mess it up. I hope that helps, okay? Bina, thank you for the donation, honey. I spent a lot on project management certification. Should I invest in data analytics courses I'm guided to? Will it lead to a good paying career? Well, first of all, you're saying, I'm guided to, which should answer your question. If you feel guided to do it, then that's an investment for you to better yourself. You know, you don't have to do it, but you want to do it. It's like you're saying, I spent a lot to get this certification. You probably didn't need to do that, but you wanted to do it. It doesn't mean that you're better for having that certificate. It's like I've got my angel therapy certificate there. I've got a card reader certificate there. I did these with Charles Virtue, Doreen Virtue. Don't need them to say I can do angel therapy, but I got them for me. It's something I did for myself, not to share with the world, okay? And I feel that's what you're doing too. You're not doing this to say, hey, look at me, I've got a certificate. You're saying this is how I better myself. It's something good for me. It makes me feel good about myself. It makes me know I'm working towards something. So if you're feeling guided to do it, you should definitely follow your truth, okay? And whether it leads to a good paying career is really nothing to do with the course itself. It's about you. Because you can still have a good paying career with or without that, because it's you that brings the stuff to the table. That's the message I've got coming through. Well, it's going to bring stability in, and you're the magician. So it really answers your question in one go. It says you have the capability of manifesting what you want, and that's stability. Because in this sense, the Emperor is about stability and being confident in what you're doing and being wise and strong and gathering all the knowledge and getting what you want from this. And that's what you're doing here. That's what you're doing. You're manifesting stability. You're manifesting success. You're manifesting security. So you can absolutely do it. So can it lead to a good career? Yes. But I don't feel that it's just that that's going to lead to a good career. It's you. You're the manifester. Everything else is just a byproduct of that. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Gita, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, what are Sky's intentions and messages for me? So what does Sky want you to know today? I want to take the honouring path towards you, so I'm taking responsibility for my situation first. So really, Sky wants to be honest and open with you about what they feel for you and moving it forward. Okay, and that's the honouring path, because Sky respects you and honours you and cares about what you feel and doesn't want to mess this up with you. Okay, so what else is Sky's intention? I am opening my heart to love, finding balance in all areas of my life. So it feels like Sky is balancing their life in some way to come forward correctly, if they're going to come forward in a love offer way, opening the heart. So they want to open the heart, they want to tell you the truth, but they need to do it in a balanced way. So I feel if Sky is feeling all over the place and stressed out, it's unlikely that they're going to speak the truth in that moment. Okay, but I do feel this is what they're working towards, because I do feel Sky's got feelings for you. What else? Yeah, you can meditate and connect in the higher realms, because if this is stressing you out, thinking when's it all going to move forward or what's going to happen, because he's currently keeping his heart under wraps or he's not really opening up or telling you this, you can connect with him in the higher realms and feel his energy there, but you can also meditate and calm your mind down. Because with him coming up as the King of Cups in reverse, he's in his shell. So the King of Cups is very open and loving, but they have that coolness to them when they're overthinking, or, they can be like night and day. Because the King of Cups is loving and warm and gentle and everything you want, but they can go in the shell. They're crap, remember? They can go in the shell and hide away, and then you're like, what is going on? So you're like, all that loving energy, where's it gone? Like a stranger to me. So while he's being quiet about his emotions, because he does want to open his heart, and that's what he's currently struggling with, you can connect with him in the higher realms or calm your energy down through meditation. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Kathy, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, a message from my DM. So what does your DM want you to know? Forgiveness. Nothing you do or say will ever make me stop loving you. And I feel that's for both of you. Have no fear of making mistakes. I'll always forgive you. So remember, mistakes are lessons. So what I'm picking up in here is you've done things and he's done things. It's not just like he's done something that's upset you. You've probably done things that have upset him too. But he's saying, I'll always forgive you, don't worry. So if there's anything you're worrying about at this time, let that go, because he'll always love you, no matter what. And to be honest, the masculines are a lot more forgiving than the feminines. They struggle with forgiving themselves, because they keep themselves blocked. But like, say if you blow up like a bottle of pop, I'm not saying you've done this, but say if you said something in the heat of the moment, he'd already forgive you like that. Whereas you might, if he did that to you, you might go into fear and stuff about it. So he is becoming more successful. So he could be working more on his money and getting himself financially ready to be free. And he's saying, I know I need to stand up for myself and my desires. And that will make him successful. So that's his lesson, standing up for what he wants, being true to himself, what he desires, and that's you and a life with you. He's got to deal with his own situation. So it's like he's saying to you, I'm working on becoming the best version of me to make things happen. I hope that helps, okay? Janie, thank you for the donation. Will Wes and I be married in 1 to 2 years? Well, you've got the message coming through about, you've got the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups, which is showing you're going to be in what you want. The best thing to do is take the label away of the person. So and say, I'm in a wonderful, loving relationship. Affirm it now. Instead of saying, is it going to happen in 1 to 2 years? Because that's future. Affirm it now. I'm in a wonderful, loving relationship. My partner loves and desires me for who I am. I love the relationship I'm in. Now, you're not putting a label on it. You're not putting an attachment to it, because if you do, your ego will say, no, you're not. If you said, I'm in a wonderful, loving relationship with Wes, your ego would say, no, you're not. And it would put you into fear. But if you affirm, I'm in a wonderful, loving relationship, your ego can't really say anything, because guess what? You are in a loving, wonderful relationship right now with yourself, with God. So your ego can't slam you for that and say things to you and put you into fear. So the best thing to do is affirm it now. Okay, I'm in a wonderful, loving relationship. Everything is always working out for me. My life is magical and wonderful. Whatever it is, however you want to manifest it. Okay, so will you and Wes be married in 1 to 2 years? This struggle, you've got to let go of the fear. They're not telling me, because it's about the unknown aspect of it. You've got to trust in the journey. Instead of worrying about it, overthinking it, stressing, letting it keep you up at night, thinking, is it going to happen? Just affirm, everything is always working out for me. If you're meant to be married to him in 2 years, you will be. If you're not, you won't be. And you'll be okay either way. Doesn't mean you're not going to be together. Maybe you're together, but it takes 2.5 years. So remember, you've got to let go of the when and just be in the flow of the moment. I know what you're asking me. I know why you're asking me. And the angels are very clearly showing you're going to have marriage and commitment. But I feel they want you to relax about the who, the when, and all of that, and just be at peace with the process. Let's bring in a wisdom with the Empress card for you. What do you need to know? Look at this. Your time is coming. Now look at that. That's a wedding cake. Okay, Renee, our soul sister Renee, took this photo. This was actually Mozzie and AJ's wedding, the carrots in Las Vegas. She took them to Las Vegas, okay? And that's a wedding cake. So your time is coming. That's showing you are going to get married. And to answer your question, you could say, yes, this is going to be with Wes because I know he's the one I want. You are unique, so show the world the real you. Just be yourself. And this is a creative time for you. Focus on your hobbies and goals. So I feel also when you're with Wes or when you're in this relationship, make sure you've got your own hobbies and goals as well. You're not making it all about him or being with him or doing things with him. Make sure you honour your uniqueness and do you, because that will also bring in a successful marriage. You know, because marriages fail sometimes because the couples make it all about being together and doing things together when you've got to also have your own hobbies and friends and things too. But yes, your time is coming. Can't get a better card coming out than that. I hope that helps, okay? Emily, thank you for the donation. Emily says, hi Liz, all the messages from D. What was going on with him today? Is there anything he wants to say? And a message from the angels. So what's going on with D? He's thinking. So what's going on with him today? He's thinking. Thinking about a choice he has to make. And obviously that choice is choosing himself that leads to you. But it's a choice. He's saying, I'll always choose you. But there are other choices I have to make in order to be with you. And that means he's got to choose himself. You are one, okay? I'm thinking and working it out. So what's going on with him today is deep in thought, okay? He's thinking about what to do next. He wants you to know that there's no choice because everything leads to you. But there is a choice because he's got to choose himself to do that, okay? So what's the message from your angels? There's no rush. Patience is power. Take it slow and steady. You're both gaining a higher understanding at this time. No need to force or rush. It's already happening. Go within for the answers through prayer and meditation. Everything you seek will find you in the stillness. Let me just see what else he's gathering strength to do. He said, I'm forgiving others my past hurts and pain so I can heal myself. It's an inner childhood wound, past hurt and trauma. So he's saying to you, whatever he's been struggling with has been a past wound, a childhood wound, and it's been to do with forgiveness. Ultimately, it's about forgiving himself. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for the donation. 3D message for my friend S from her DM, please. So let's get a message coming in here. I've got stealth. So I feel that the message coming through with this stealth card is that your masculine S is going to do what it takes. He's gathering the strength, the skill, the determination to make you his priority, to be productive in his life, to achieve his goals. He's going to go the extra mile. So if you see a brown bear, that's a sign of that. So I feel that if you're patient, he's going to follow through on what he wants to do. And he could be a go-getter in his life in general, so with his career and things like that. So he's saying, I am going to come through for you. That's really what he's saying, because he wants a family with you one day. Now, this could be kids, or it could be building a life together, whatever a family situation looks like for you. Some people see family as children. Some people see it as animals, you know, or having a big family where you're blending families, whatever it is. But he said, I want this with you one day, and I will follow through. I am determined to do that. So let me just see if I've got a timeline. We've looked 2 of Cups, so it's going to be equal. So timeline is when you're both ready. It's about knowing that you're both becoming ready for union. You both want the same things, and you will celebrate. It could be between now and February, but things are moving into place now. I hope that helps, okay? Look, Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck there. He's coming towards you. Liza, thank you for using Milestone, honey. Hi, Liz, please a message and update from my DM and also an angel message. So what's going on with your DM? Just always makes me laugh when I see your name, because obviously that's a huge sign for me. The fact that my date of birth's in there as well, it just makes me laugh. The universe is amazing, you know. So you've got emotions and you've got denial. Let me just take a photo of that, actually, because that's, like, I want to share that with my DM, actually, because I've not the question, just the date on there. It just makes me smile, okay? So we've got emotions and denial. So what your masculine is saying to you is, I haven't wanted to admit to myself how I really feel. It means stepping out of my comfort zone. It's time. So the reason he gets emotional, why you feel all these emotions, is because he knows that he's got to step out of his comfort zone. And it brings up all these emotions, but he knows it's time. So when he's not admitted his truth, whether it's to himself, you, to anyone else, it's because of his own fear of change. And he said, I'm not used to feeling all these emotions, so he can pull away and go into denial and everything he does because he gets anxious and confused, not because he doesn't want you. And now he's learning to trust what he's feeling and what his feelings are telling him. So what I'm picking up on is he's learning how to sit with his emotions and feel and not run from them. And that's why things are changing, which you can feel. So what else is going on? You've got the innocence and you've got the birth. So you've got the little chick and you've got the sea turtle. So a new life is being born to you. So I feel this message is you're both going through a cleansing to have a new beginning. Because the innocence card is about purifying your heart, mind, connecting with your true self, and then knowing what to do. A new life is being born to you. A new home, a new beginning, a new job, okay, baby. The possibilities are endless. So have faith that when he gets clear on what he wants, he's going to go for it, because he is. Just get you a message from your angels. What do the angels want you to know? That you are strong. Affirm it, I am strength. Archangel Michael has given you strength. That you are passionate and sensual. And he knows you're the one that brings passion and sensuality into his life. And you are raising your vibration. So raise your vibration. That's moving everything forward. So affirm, I am raising my vibration. I am passionate and sensual because I am strength. I am strong. I hope that helps, okay? Antonio, thank you for the donation. Liz, may I have a message for my DF, Jennifer, please? Sorry, my DF. So your DF, what does your DF want you to know? We got determination and sleepless. So she's having sleepless nights, okay? She's saying, anxiety keeps me awake at night. My life has changed since I met you. I'm trying to figure out what this all means because I don't want to lose you. So because she doesn't want to lose you, she's determined to clear a path to you. And I feel the dragons are doing this. Archangel Nathaniel is doing this. Lord Ganesh is helping. So you may be seeing elephants. You may see Lord Ganesh statues or figures or ornaments. You may see Archangel Nathaniel knocking around. So you may see the name Nathaniel, or you may see someone on one of those like little lawnmowers or tractors or something, a sign that he's moving things out of the way. And what your DF is saying is, I will cast aside all that stands between us. We will be together. And the sleepless nights about this. So going forward into like August, September, she's getting more and more restless about being with you. Okay, yeah, caught between two worlds, has a vision of being with you, wants to make progress towards you. So you've got July where we are now towards March. There's a breakthrough between now and March. But I feel that this is something she's feeling more and more restless about because she doesn't want to lose you. So maybe she started having really sleepless nights and vivid dreams, like nightmares, around losing you. She does not want to lose you. You're the one. Let me just bring one more card in. Yeah, she's saying, this is the thing. She's saying you're like an angel and I feel like a devil. So what that means is you're operating in the light. She's operating in darkness at this time because you're in a positive mindset. She's in a negative mindset. So you help her to move beyond the darkness. I just seem to keep hurting you because of all the pain I have inside. That's why I stay away. So she doesn't want to hurt you by being wishy-washy or back and forth in her energy. She knows she needs to make a conscious choice to come in right. And that's why it's taking time. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for your donation. 3D message from him to you. So he's saying to you, I am ready. I know what life would be like. It's you I want and the way forward is becoming clear. I'm getting this done. I'm coming for you. Be ready. And he's saying life would be so effortless lived with you. So what I'm picking up there is his life right now is not effortless. It takes effort. It's stressful. There's struggle around it. He said, I'm looking forward to that effortlessness. I can see our future together and it's incredible. So he can see it. He sees a future with you. He sees what it would be like with you. He knows how stressed he is where he is. It is you he wants, okay? So you've got to trust the process. Saying you've been the lighthouse to my darkness. It's just been easier to pretend everything is okay right now than to deal with what I'm dealing with. So it's not easy for him. He's wearing a mask. That's awful. Imagine if you were wearing a mask every day. It'd make you tired, drained. You'd feel like you couldn't be honest with yourself and other people. You constantly feel stressed out and guilty. So he's saying it's been easier to pretend everything is okay because I know I need to face what I'm dealing with. Thank you for being the lighthouse in my darkness. In other words, he's saying, thank you for bearing with me while I've been staying away and dealing with it all. And that's what you've had to do. You've had to find that light in the darkness yourself. So you've got to be careful with your thoughts, because your thoughts become things. Watch your thoughts and words as they have power. Okay? Keep prickles at bay by responding with love. That's really for you, because you can get prickly, you get triggered. And then you start saying things that aren't true. Like, oh, he hates me. Or blaming him for things. And that brings up more delays. He's going to move forward in a spontaneous way when he feels strong enough. There is rapid changes coming in. You're being guided to have compassion. You have an inner knowing that you're going to be together. He knows it too. He's just working through the darkness. I hope that helps, okay? Cathy, thank you for the donation. Is staying connected to my DM blocking other connections from coming in? Well, no, because the thing is, they give me a block there. You are always connected to your divine masculine, regardless of physical being together or not. So, for example, if you're thinking, well, we're still communicating, okay, is that going to stop me from meeting anyone else? No, because if you're meant to meet someone else, they'll come in regardless. But the point is, even if you weren't connected to him physically, I'm not saying you're communicating all the time, but even if you're still linked to him in a physical sense, for example, in the physical world, you were always connected anyway. So you and your masculine are one. That doesn't change, no matter who else you get involved with. Are the angels saying, no, I should be looking elsewhere? No, that's your fear thinking, oh, well, maybe there is someone out there because he's not ready for me, or they give me fear. This is your own fears coming up. Most divine feminines are single because they know they're not going to get involved with anybody else, because what's the point of that? Unless there's lessons to be learned, or there needs to be someone, like when, for example, I've been on my journey for nearly 30 years. And in that situation, I've been through other relationships, other people. But where do I end up? Single, knowing that I'm meant to be with my twin. Okay? So it's about understanding that you'll go through certain things for a reason. So being connected with your DM, whether it's in the physical or through the heart thread, it doesn't stop you from having other experiences. So it doesn't matter. If you're going to meet someone, you're going to meet them whether you're in contact with your DM or not. What you're really thinking is, I feel like I need to detach so I'm able to work on myself. So then working on yourself doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get ready for someone else. So I feel that's really what you're asking. I feel if you're feeling pulled to be in separation, because you'll feel it inside. You'll feel like, I can't do this. I can't be connected with him. It's too stressful. It's too painful. I need to work on me until the time is right. Then you're being guided to go into separation. Now, that doesn't mean you block him. It doesn't mean you press a block button. No. It means, first of all, what do? You pull your energy back to you. And that's what you're doing. Just scared he will. Well, again, no one can hurt you without your own permission. So you learn to get stronger in that way, and that's liberating. Because you learn to recognise, okay, he can't hurt me if I've got boundaries. He can't hurt me if I'm looking at this in a realistic way. Okay, it's only your own expectations that cause the pain. Try and recognise that. And it's true. Okay, you may have to sit with it to take it in, but it's true. We have expectations. It's going to happen on this date. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. And when he doesn't do that, you get hurt because you get disappointed because of your own expectations. Whether he is saying he's going to do something or he isn't, it's your own expectation that causes the pain. So when you detach from the expectations, then obviously you can work on you. But what you're really trying, saying here is, you're finding it a struggle to be in contact with him. Or you're finding it a struggle to be linked to him in some way at this current time. Even if that's just having him on social media, because maybe you're checking, or maybe you're obsessing in a way. So your higher self is guiding you to have self-control, to either stop looking if you're still in contact and detach, or, you've got to create some kind of separation in the physical. But it's not going to stop. I don't even need to pull cards, because that's the message coming through from the angels. They're saying you're not going to block anything that's meant for you. Okay, I'm going to pull a card. Okay, you are going to pull a card, as the angels say. But what I'm feeling is, it's like you knowing that you've got to be ready for you. It's about your connection with self and source right now. So the angels say, focus on your stability and you'll be rewarded. Focus on connecting with yourself and source and you'll be rewarded. You're going to receive the reward you seek when the time is right. Whether it's him in the right energy or someone else. Okay, so you may be seeing 444, 888, okay? What do your angels want you to know? Don't be sad, be glad. Look at that. Don't be sad, be glad. Separation is preparation. The delay creates the way. Silence is a healing process. Don't be sad about it all. Be glad at this time. I hope that helps, okay? Donna, thank you for using milestone, honey. Hi, Liz, any message, mark, and any angel guidance I need to know? I've got a list as well on donations, guys, just so I know where I am. I know you've been doing lists for me, but I'll have a look now because I think I'm a bit behind. I'm not that behind. I'm not that behind, so I'm actually doing well here. The angels have been very clear over the last couple. I think it's because we're now in Leo season, Mercury retrograde's finished. The angels have been very clear with the messages, very straight to the point, so I don't feel I'm like lingering on questions. So, Donna, what does Mark want you to know today? He's saying freedom. I can be free with you. I can start to believe in my dreams again. It feels good. Anything is possible with you. So he sees a future with you that's very freeing, where you can do things together, possibly travel. I feel maybe that reading I shared yesterday was also about travel. You know, it was about travel, and maybe that's something you're going to do together in the future. So where he's perhaps not been able to do these kind of things because of his circumstances, you're going to have the freedom to go where you want to go together, do what you want to do together. And he sees that. And this is the future. So again, this could be like as you're getting older as well, because you're going to retire together. So you're going to have all these years together to do things. And the thing is, what the angels have shown me is we feel like there's been so much wasted time, don't we? But really, the time now is like working time. When you're together in the future as well, I'm not saying it's going to take this long, but you're going to be retired together. So in other words, you're not going to have jobs, so you're going to have more time together than if you got together earlier. Does that make sense? And I feel that's something he's thinking about as well. Where do I want to spend my, golden years? I want to spend them with you, because anything is possible with you. So he is seeing that and visualizing that and manifesting that. So you got the birth of new things, you got leadership and the telepathic link. So at this current time, you are highly connected. You may see wolves, okay? Use your psychic powers to connect in the 5D and to talk to your guides and angels. You are a powerful spiritual being. And he is telling you through the telepathic link that he's taking control to have a new beginning with you. Gorillas and chicks. Easter could be significant. It says being a leader is about being fearless and taking chances. And that's what he's being guided to do, because that's what feels right, to have a new life with you, which has been born to you, a new home, a new beginning, maybe even a new job, a baby. The possibilities are endless. Now, obviously, take the baby out of it, but you could have a baby chick. So, for example, you could have an animal, if you don't want kids together, if that's not an option, because there's always an opportunity, biological clock or not. There's always opportunity, blending families, all those kind of things. But I'm seeing this as, like, you may get, I'm not saying like a baby chick, but you may get like a puppy or something like that. So, there's opportunities for many things together. And that's what's being manifested. I hope that helps, okay? Kavita, thank you for the donation. Naranjana, I'll just say N, okay, it's easier. N, how will be her career? So how will N's career be? How will her career be? So how will N's career be? Well, there's going to be emotional offers coming in. So she may get an offer that she loves, okay? So Knight of Cups is like an offer coming in. It's around love. But again, this could be like, because it's a work question, I feel she's working towards something she loves, or she's going to get offered something she loves. So there's going to be an offer coming in that she actually loves, that she's like, yes, I want to go forward for that. I want to go for that, okay? So if she's following her heart, she'll be successful, and that brings inspiration in. So this may be her following her inspiration, her guidance, her creativity. She's been inspired to move towards something she loves. She may get inspired by something she loves. There's inspiration and power coming in. So I feel this is a good sign. Her career is going to be filled with inspiration and love. Be in the flow of things, plant new thoughts. So that's what she also needs to do, to plant new thoughts in her mind, and that will inspire her. So if she's having an idea, for example, she needs to follow through on that idea. And that will be a new thought that creates something magical, because we plant seeds in our mind and they become things. So when we're in the flow of things, we're trusting in what we're being shown, what we're being inspired to do. That opens all the right doors. And also, don't be sad, be glad. So if she's worried about anything, she needs to overcome that energy. So I feel what's coming into her career, how it will be very successful if she's following her heart towards what she loves, feeling inspired to work on her creativity and letting these, these thoughts be planted and flow. I hope that helps, okay? Pooja, thank you for the donation. Let me just have a look. I've got a list, haven't I? Did my mods do me a list? Have I got a list, guys? And then I know where I am. There we go. Antonio, 1, 2, 3. Where am I? Oh, hang on, I'm on Pooja. Pooja, Sharon. So I don't think I've got that many, okay? So I'll say no more donations just so I can catch up, okay? So no, just so I know where I am. So after Judy, no more donations so I can catch up, okay? So Pooja says, will my interview be rescheduled to Monday? Okay, so will your interview be, you've got King of Cups here, 9 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. So there could be a block, so it could be a yes. But what I feel is, whatever's happening is happening for the highest good. So this is helping your dreams to come true, okay? And the 9th of August could be significant because you've got 9 and 8 there, okay? Or the 8th of September. I'm getting the 8th as the 9th of August could be significant, and we're moving towards August. So August, September, significant. What you put the effort into will pay off. Give me a block there. So, and I feel this about you being open to it as well. So I feel as well, this, if it does get rescheduled, which is looking likely, it could be because whoever's interviewing you will be in a different energy, which would be better for you. But I feel you just got to be open to whatever happens, whether if you have your interview today or Monday or any other day, just be open to what happens, because your dreams are ultimately coming true because you're willing to put the work in. Okay, so just be open to what happens and have faith. So there could be blocks for the next 2 days, but then things move forward. There could even be blocks around things until the new moon. The new moon comes in on the 12th of August. So just have faith that any blocks around are going to get lifted around the new moon or even around the 9th of August. I hope that helps. I mean, that could be when you receive answers about the interview or things like that. Sure, Nick, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz. Any message from Caesar? What will happen next? Let's do that first. So what's going to happen next? So first of all, Caesar is aching for you because he wants you to be his. And you're saying, what happens next? He's going to come forward and tell you how he feels because he's aching for you. So he's feeling all the desire, and that's pushing him to you. He said, I have an ache in my chest and in other places, hint, hint, wink, wink, because I want you so bad, you make me feel alive. So I'm coming forward to tell you how I feel. I know I have what it takes to make you mine. I want a new beginning. So his intention is to tell you how he feels. Okay? Is there a timeline around it? He's feeling more confident. So it's when he's feeling stronger than himself, even if it's blocked right now. So again, there could be some blocks until the new moon. There's an eclipse on the new moon. So the 12th of August, significant. Okay, so 6 days, 6 weeks. But he's getting more confident to actually do this at this time. And this could be more confident in himself because of his work or other things he's got going on. You know, if you actually look at, and he's called Caesar, if you actually look at that, you could see that as Caesar, because when I say Caesar, you know, like in olden times, I'm seeing this as like Roman times with the head things on. So this could be a sign. I feel this is definitely him finding the strength to move forward. What does the universe want me to know, and what my twin flame is thinking about this? So what does you need to know about all of this, okay? So if Caesar isn't your twin flame, okay, you've got, I'm looking after myself, my body, mind and soul. So what I'm picking up on here is Caesar, you got changing. I've got Caesar is changing. Caesar is going through changes, okay? Looking after themselves better, body, mind, heart and soul. That's why they come up as the 6 of Wands, okay? There, that's someone who's feeling more confident within themselves to be able to change and act accordingly and looking after themselves. Maybe you're doing that too. So your guidance from your angels is to understand that there is always a bigger picture, that everything happens for a reason, whatever it is. And you're saying, what is my twin flame thinking about this? There's doubt there, fear. I worry look at this. I worry that you'll meet someone else while I'm trying to work myself out. Okay, I want it all with you, but will you still be waiting when I'm ready? So your twin flame is feeling this energy, and it's putting them into doubt and struggle, wondering what you're doing and who you're doing it with. I hope that helps, okay? Oh no, Judy, you're fine, honey. I said it after your donation, so it's absolutely fine. It's after your donation. I didn't stop him until after your donation, so don't worry about that, okay? It was only so I can catch up, and I think I'm in front. It's just so I can catch up, really. Escadola, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, do you see potential with this new relationship with Art? So is there potential with this new relationship? Yes, you got the Magician, if you make it happen, but you may still be thinking about someone else. So even though there's potential with this new relationship and you're moving things forward, there's still perhaps a bit of pain over what was or what could still be. So, for example, if R is a new person and you're still thinking about someone else you perhaps think is your twin, or there's someone else on your mind, I still feel those feelings are going to be there. Because obviously if you are connected with someone else, yet you are a twin flame, you're still going to feel that threat. It's like the coulda, woulda, shouldas and what could have been, and, like rolling in the deep, Adele. However, there is opportunity for something to grow with this new person. Or if you are connecting with R as your person, like the actual person you're thinking about, there could be some struggle around being together. But it is being manifested. But I am picking up on like two different people for some reason. But I feel there is a potential. Yes, you are the manifestor. You can create your dreams and move things forward the way you want them to be. Just make sure you're focusing on what is there, not what isn't there. I hope that helps, okay? I think my chat might have stopped. Okay, I've got it here. I think my chat stopped. It really annoys me when my chat stops moving because I can't see what's going on in real time. Let me just have a look. Oh, no, it hasn't. It's just nobody's commenting in the chat. Nobody's talking in the chat then. That's okay. I'm happy with that. Obviously, I want you to talk in the chat, but I thought that my chat was broke. Oh, no, there we are. People are talking. There's a delay there. So, Tara, thank you for the donation. I sense new beginnings. I feel grateful. DM love message. So, what's your DM want you to know? So, message coming through is thinking. So, your masculine is thinking about you, okay? I'll always choose you. And remember, there is no choice because when they choose themselves, it leads to you. But you may feel like you need your person to choose you, or maybe that's what the block is at this current time. There's a choice to be made, okay? And your person is saying, there are other choices I need to make in order to be with you, and I'm thinking and working them out. So the choices are really about choosing themselves, which leads to you. It may seem like on the surface there's a choice because there could be someone else or something else, but it's never about that, okay? They'll always choose you because you are the only choice, really. But that's obviously creating the delay. You've got anger and frustration. So your person is very angry and frustrated because they know what they could have with you. So you just disconnected and reconnected will have buffered for you. So the teamwork, 5D connection and contact, okay? And they get angry about the delay and the things are in the way because your masculine is very sensitive, feeling it all. Okay, so if you think your masculine isn't feeling anything, they are. Okay, so as you move through your life, notice all the magical things around you. Be aware of how you feel and embrace it even during painful times. Feel the sun on your face and the air when you breathe. You are alive. So you make your person feel alive. You are the sun on their face and the air when they breathe. Okay, so if you're feeling any anger or frustration, it's coming from the fact that you're not together. Release anger through physical exercise. So that's what he could be doing. Could be down the gym. Having a good scream, you may need to do that. You're both being protected from each other at this time while something's in the way, yet you are absolutely connected in the 5D. Inner union, dreams, knowing what you can have together. So at this current time, work as a team with the universe and others along your path to achieve the results you seek and have faith. So you could see caterpillars, ants and wasps. If you're seeing wasps, if wasps are coming around you, you're like, why? It's because he's in an angry energy. There's fear around him, okay? But the caterpillar becomes the butterfly, and I still feel there's a transformation taking place. That's why you're saying I sense a new beginning, because you know it's coming. I hope that helps, okay? Bella, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, I'm having lots of dreams about Craig where we're cuddling in bed recently. What does he want to say? I need guidance and clarity regarding job. So what does Craig want to say? There's a miracle coming in. You could see bees, you could see 1414. So you having those dreams is like a preview of what's coming in. And I feel that's not just a dream either. It's like 5D interaction, okay? My world has changed in miraculous ways because nothing will ever be the same now I know you. So That's what he wants with you. He knows his life will never be the same. It's like being unplugged from the matrix. So I feel the message here is this dream you're having about being together is a sign of a miracle coming in. And he wants you to know that things can never go back to the way they were in his life because of you. And that's why he knows he's got to be with you. I am here to do great things. You've opened him up to that. Great things in his life, in his career, in his business, but also in his love life too. Yeah, there's fear there. What else? He said, I ghosted you because I couldn't handle what I was feeling. Okay, that's the only reason. And he may be in a codependent situation right now. Now, that could be because he needs to release his own fears around getting attached or being attached. Or if you know there's someone else who's dealing with that, whatever's going on. But he said, if I ghosted you or was quiet, or it was because of what he was feeling. Not because he didn't feel things, but because he felt it too much and too intense. So I need guidance and clarity regarding job. So what do you need to know regarding your job? Okay, well, first of all, the angels say, you've got to do what you feel is right for you and your heart and soul. Okay, because you are independent and strong. There's a shift taking place in your career or in your work life at this time. And that shift is for the positive. Because maybe it's stressing you out. It's putting you all in your head. And the angels want you to do what's right for you. You'll always be protected and guided no matter what. So I feel you've got to put yourself first in this situation and do what's right for you. And you've been shown here that you are surrounded by things you need, like money and resources. And as long as you're enjoying yourself and feeling good about what you're doing, you're going to manifest more in. And it may be that you're being guided to either become self-employed or do something more connected with you than perhaps with other people. So there is a shift coming in your work life. What else? What else do you need to know about your career or guidance regarding your job? You've got the signs are showing you it's all unfolding beautifully. Okay, so the angels say access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. You are growing as you learn more and keep expanding. It says you are putting together pieces of a puzzle from signs that you are getting. Pay attention to the coincidences you experience. Well, there's no coincidences. Everything is synchronized and orchestrated. And that's what you're being shown. So the angels say, pay attention to the signs that are already unfolding for you because it's giving you the guidance you seek. I hope that helps, okay? Stephanie, thank you for the donation. What do my guides want me to know right now? So what do your guides want you to know right now? Power comes from within you and above you. So you find your strength from heaven. Be the observer of your life. Pay attention to the signs and previews being shown to you. So what's the meerkat doing? It's looking around, isn't it? And that's what you can do before you think, before you act, think. Maybe that's what you do. You need to think before you act. Maybe you act before you think sometimes. The angels say, remember who you are. Who are you? You're a spiritual being having a human experience. You are a divine being, a light worker, a counterpart, an empress, a powerful badass. You are you. So remember your power. You have the strength to overcome all obstacles and challenges with the power of your mind. So master your mind. And stand tall and embrace where you are and who you are. So you could be seeing elephants, sunflowers. You could see meerkats. Signs that you are powerful. Signs that you are strong and in your power. What else do you need to know? What else do you need to know? Do what makes your heart sing. Now this may even be that you need to have a sing today. Put a song on, have a sing song to it. Okay, but do what makes your heart feel good. Do what makes your heart jump and sing and dance and do what feels good to you. That's the way forward in life and love. What else do you need to know? Don't pay attention to other people's moods. Don't let other people's moods affect your day or your energy, whether it's your person or anyone else. And true love comes in all shapes and sizes. So remember that love comes in many ways, in all forms. So it's not just about true love with your person. True love comes to you from God. From seeing a beautiful butterfly, the feeling you get. Yesterday our soul sister Laura got a lizard in her house and she sent me a video of it and I fell in love with that lizard. It's the cutest little thing. And I love lizards because I got my little lizard here. And I just felt that I was like true love in that moment. It's like I fell in love with that lizard and had a moment of unconditional love in that moment. And you can have moments like that at all times and all ways. I was actually watching, I got 7 buzzes yesterday. My last buzz I got, I was walking home with all my shopping and I was so tired that I got the buzz down the road. So I got 7 buses. And when I was on that particular bus, I noticed I was watching the bus driver because a little boy got off the bus because I was sitting right at the front because it was only a couple of stops. And this little boy got off the bus and said, "Thank you, bus driver." And the bus driver, it made him happy, you could tell. And then I noticed that the little boy was waving at him as he went. And this wouldn't be normally something I noticed when I was on a bus because perhaps I'd be sitting at the back or looking on my phone. And the bus driver went like this at him. And he was like smiling from ear to ear. I could see him in the mirror smiling. I thought, that's unconditional love. That's having a moment of joy in your life in what's like a boring routine thing. And I thought, wow. Not that I thought, wow, bus drivers have fun too, but I thought he's making the most of his day. And that's really what this is, the guidance is to make the most of your day and to move you into this positive energy and notice all the things going on around you that lift you up in that moment. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Apes Angel, thank you for the donation. And can you tell me if I have a future with Malcolm? So do you have a future with Malcolm? Do you have a future with Malcolm? I feel that you have a future with Malcolm when you surrender and let go. You're currently learning to let go, or perhaps Malcolm's learning to let go of something, but this is your energy. So when you let go of the struggle and the stress and the anxiety, that's going to open a door, okay, for this to move forward. So, and he's got to be honest with you as well. He needs to be honest about how he feels, about what he wants. You know, you've got to have, as well as having each other's heart, you've got to be honest with each other and open up. So I feel that if you're going to have a future together, it's got to be a future filled with honesty, with no secrets. And I'm not saying don't ever have secrets, because I mean, you may get him a gift and it's a secret, but I mean that this is about not, you know, everything's got to be laid on the table, that you communicate openly and honestly. And I feel that's really what you want. And that may have caused a block or a delay in the past. So I feel that when you let go of the fear around things moving forward or having this connection, that's when it will actually move forward, because I do see a future with you two. Okay, anything else you need to know? You've got observe the situation with love. The giraffe is very clever. It's tall and it looks at things from a higher perspective. So rise above drama and see things in a higher way. So recognise that that's also something you need to do, and why you may not be currently together, because you're learning to look at things in a different way. Okay, so let me just I'm trying to get a clear card, but I am an angel therapy, so they did give me the guidance you need to hear around the situation first. So are you going to have a future with Malcolm? You've got, again, it's about forgiveness. So I feel that it's really up to the both of you, because there's things you've got to work through first. So I'm not saying it isn't on the table, it is. However, for it to happen, you've got to be honest, you've got to let go and not be afraid of the past repeating. Because you may feel there's a divide between the two of you because of things that have happened. So you've got to forgive the past, you've got to heal the past, let go of the hurt, and then things can move forward. But I'm seeing here him coming forward with an apology to you, and you may be a bit guarded or defensive, so you've got to work through that now. So when he does come back in, you're open to receiving him the right way. I hope that helps, okay? Judy, thank you for the donation. So I am actually on top of donations here. Okay, so I can take donations again. Not that you need to, okay, but I can if you want to. But I am going to probably do another half an hour. Okay, because I want to get off a bit early today, because I had to go to the dentist yesterday, which delayed me. So I need to record some videos for the channel today. So if I can do another half an hour, because I'm going to be live tomorrow as well. So it's not like you're not going to see me all weekend. I'm going to be on again tomorrow. So I'm probably going to do another half an hour. Okay, that's so probably I know when I'm going to go off and look at the time. So Judy, thank you for the donation. Hi, lovely Liz. It's wonderful to see you. Thank you, honey. May I have guidance around the career and what's coming? So what's coming in your career? What's coming in your career? Or what do you need to know? Big change. So there could be a career change coming in Scorpio season. So October, November could be significant for this. Okay. And this could be about where you give what you receive. Well, not when you give what you receive. When you receive what you give. So I feel it may be that you're not feeling balanced in some way in your current career, or you want to change. So there is a career change coming in, or an opportunity for change, and this doesn't necessarily mean Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. The angel's saying yes, it does, Liz. Because I was going to say it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to move on from your old job, but I feel you are. So I do feel there is an ending coming in to have a new beginning, especially with the death card. So you may have to move on from something. It may be a gamble because you got rolled the dice, but you're going to make the right connections. So you're going to make the right connections in your life to have the career or the job that you want. So connections could be like talking to the right people or the right things showing up on socials or something like that. But you have got to take a risk to get this. Okay, and connections could also be if you're perhaps becoming self-employed or doing your own business or whatever it is you're being guided to do. You'll make the right connection. So you'll gather the right resources, maybe the right clients will come in, that kind of thing. So put yourself out there. You are hiding your talents. And it's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight now. So the spotlight could also be doing something that's on social media. Okay, something out in the open, in the public in that way. And I feel I need to give you this card, okay? You may leave a position or be terminated. So don't worry if you lose your job. It's happening for a reason, okay? But I am feeling this as you moving on of your own free will. It says, however, there's always a new opportunity ahead. You may change careers entirely. And this could happen between October and November. But it's going to feel like a gamble. But don't worry because you're going to make the right connections. That's the message, okay? And you've also asked for a message from your DM. So what's going on with your DM at this current time? And then I think I'm up to date. And then I've got some others coming in. So what's the message from your DM? Closer. I want to hold you close and tell you everything will be okay because I love you. Every choice we make leads us together. I'm getting ready to say what's in my heart. I know this is love, a slow burning, everlasting kind of love. So he's getting closer to telling you he loves you. And he wants to get closer to you because he does love you. Okay? But it's a slow burning, everlasting kind of love, which is twin flame love. But it's also slow moving. So I feel he's taking his time, but he will show up correctly, okay? He will tell you how he really feels. So you've got 1221, symbiosis. So the message here with this number sequence is stability is coming. It is happening. Now I feel you're going to see 1221 related to your career and love. Because the angel's saying the stability you seek, whether it's in love, career, whatever, money, it is happening. You have to have faith in that. So you could also be seeing 1212 or 2121. But I feel seeing 1221 is your sign that this is getting closer. So it's like something is really close to occurring or changing. I mean, Scorpio season could be significant for love as well. Yeah, you got the devil, okay? Just the angels make me laugh here. So something's shifting between Scorpio season and Capricorn season. So you could have shifts in your career October, November, and shifts in love December, January. And remember, the devil is the ego. It brings up the fear. And when there's change, what happens? We go into fear. So we go through a change, and that's why it takes a gamble, because you perhaps go into fear or anxiety. So you've got to let go of the ego and have faith. Do you like all my drawings, by the way? I draw clothes onto all my naked cards. So they're all wearing clothes now, so I can show you all the cards. So I hope that helps, honey, okay? Next question we're doing, we've got Julia. Thank you for using milestone, honey. I'm going for a vacation with P next week. Will it be fun? Can I ask about guidance? So obviously, you say it is going to be fun. Give me a block there. Don't make it really serious or dredging up the past, or just be in the moment, be in the flow of things. I feel he may be a bit up in his head, blocking my throat, Luke. So there could be things he's not saying, but he is thinking them. And I feel you're going to notice he's watching you a lot as well. So, for example, wherever your vacation is, whatever you're doing, he's watching you. So say you're, I don't know, this. I'm not saying this is what you're doing. It's just what they show me in my mind. Say you're walking down the steps into the pool, he's watching you. You know, if you're on a hike and you're walking in front, he's watching you. He's watching you. And this is because he likes looking at you, but he could also be weighing things up, okay? So don't take that personally or think, oh, you know, what does it mean? If I feel he's working out what to say. Okay, look, he is putting himself first as well. So maybe you actually feel like he's been a bit selfish on this holiday, putting himself first. I want to do this, I want to do that. But it could be his inner child coming out. Okay, because sometimes the inner child can be a bit selfish, can't it? I want to do this, I want to do that. So I feel there needs to be compromise as well. And I don't feel he isn't compromising. But make sure he's also doing something for himself. Because this is like he's putting himself first to have this vacation with you. And this could be a big thing for him. So if he perhaps says, I want to go for a walk in the park, and you want to go to a restaurant in that moment, perhaps have a walk in the park and then go to the restaurant, or go to the restaurant and then go for a walk in the park, or have a picnic in the park. You know, I feel there needs to be a compromise in some way. Because obviously I feel he's going to want to put all your needs first and do what you want to do. So he could say, you could say, what do you want to do? And he says, well, what do you want to do? But make sure he's also getting a bit of him time as well. Okay, that's what's coming through. Anything else you need to know? This could also be a decision. They're giving me a bit of tooth pain there. So you could also be making a decision on this vacation. Cleanse yourself in your space. So before you go, cleanse yourself. Cleanse your space. Okay, perhaps when you get wherever you're going, wherever you're spending the time, cleanse it. And you can do that in your mind. You haven't got to sage the place. You know, perhaps ask the angels to cleanse the area. Because remember, if you're staying in, for example, like a caravan, a hotel or something like that, other people's energy's there, residual energy. So make sure you're cleansing the energy. I hope that helps, okay? Pooja, thank you for the donation, honey. What is coming towards me in 15 days? Bucket messages. What's coming towards you in 15 days? I feel you need to let go of timelines, you know, like saying 15 days. You're making it very specific, okay? So let's have a look what we've got here. So you've got, well, first of all, whatever you go through, wherever happens, you're protected and safe. And I feel you have sight. So you could see things in your eyesight. So you could see things like previews of things you're wanting. But you could also get things coming into your vision, your awareness, into your third eye. So you may have the sight. So maybe you see yourself as clairvoyant in some way. Okay, you're also going to have contacts around you, so you could be making more contacts, new contacts. This could be work related, people who can help you to move towards what you deserve and desire. You've got the world there. These could be contacts in the world, so it could be contacts through social media, for example. So you could be connected with people from other countries. You've got children. These contacts could also have children, or children could be significant here. You've got green as well, so there's some kind of healing coming in to bring a completion into your life. You've got the letter N. So N could also mean night, new, nightmare. Maybe you have a nightmare about, like you say, oh, I've had a nightmare today, but you've got through it, okay? You've got red hair, so this is about illumination. You've got casual and short. So you could have something casual or short. So this could be like you have like an interaction with someone, it's very casual and it doesn't last long, it's short. I'm not talking about love. This could be like you meet a new contact, or you have contact with someone who gives you a message you need in a casual way, but it's something you need in that moment. So take them how they resonate with you. I'm just going to pull you a card for what's coming. What's coming in 15 days? Happiness, joy. You may be seeing 1111, feeling content, spending time with family, friends. Something is coming together. I hope that helps, okay? Apes Angel says, do you know when Malcolm will reach out? Okay, so when will Malcolm reach out? They're saying when he's ready. I know that's a cop-out, but that's what they're telling me. Look through the illusion, because the wolves here are a sign you're already connected. He's already connecting with you. He's already communicating with you through telepathy, through readings, through songs, through signs, through synchronicities. So there being no contact is actually an illusion. They give me fear. Now, it could be around a moon cycle. Okay, so the new moon could be significant with the eclipse coming in, okay, on the 12th of August. So it could be around a moon cycle when he reaches out to you. But I feel the message is when you recognise there is no contact in a way, because you're already in contact through the other realms, that's when it will come in. Because you'll stop needing it. You'll think, well, we're already communicating because we are telepathically linked. And then, boom, it will come in. So it could be around a moon cycle, okay? When will he reach out? Yeah, when he's not feeling so conflicted. So, and I'm not saying he's got conflict around him now, but he could have had. So he could have had, like, people around him causing drama, chaos, outside interferences. And when that's dealt with, that's when he's going to come forward as well. So I feel that's why he's kind of saying to me intuitively, when I'm ready, I'll come forward. Not because it's like he's saying, oh, well, you know, it's on my terms and I'm being selfish and I'm in control. No, it's like he needs to be in the right energy to come forward. I ran because I couldn't face my shadows, and I feel that's what he has been facing. He's saying, I'm being honest with you, I ran because I was facing my shadows. They were struggling me and causing me pain, and that's when I tried to forget you. But I can't forget you. Never underestimate how much I do love you. I might not show it, but you really are my one true love. So he's being honest, saying, I have tried to forget you, but I can't because you're my one true love. I ran away because of my fears and because of my emotions and because I couldn't face my shadows, but now I am facing my shadows, overcoming conflict and moving forward in the right energy. So he is going to do it. You've just got to let go of the when. And it always comes in when you don't need it anymore, when you're not paying attention or when you're doing something else. I hope that helps, okay? Saved by Grace, thank you for the donation. What will Chuck say when he does communicate, please? What will Chuck say when he's going to be his true self? So whatever he says, it will be coming from his true self, not his ego or his mask, okay? When I'm with you, I can finally be me. So he's going to be himself, okay? You accept me exactly as I am, just as I accept all of you. So I feel it's going to be very genuine, whatever he says to you. It's more about him being his true self than the words he's going to use, okay? So what will Chuck say when he does communicate? He's going to speak the truth. There it is. Again, breakthrough. Now, this could be coming around September, but he's going to speak from his heart. He's going to speak his truth. He's going to tell you the truth. Same message, really. He's going to speak his truth. That's what you need to know. So I can't tell you exactly what he's going to say, because maybe he doesn't know himself at this current moment, but what I can tell you is it's going to be the truth, and it's going to come from his heart. I hope that helps, okay? Archangel Michael's already helping him. Cece Lynn, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, I have a nervous feeling in my body. Why is it him? Yes, because you've already been connecting with the fact that he's getting ready to open up and do something, and he's going through a heart chakra activation. So what you're feeling is connected. It's like a form of ascension. You're feeling all this nervousness and anxiety all rolled into one. That's what you're picking up on. Okay? So what else? He's getting the strength to do it. You're feeling all this energy coming in. And what you're actually feeling as well is strength, because he's saying, I am moving towards my mission and purpose, and that's connected with you and to you. So he's saying, I am strong. I am doing this. So you're feeling all this shift. You're feeling this energy. That's what it is. It's natural as a twin flame to feel what they feel. But also remember, you are an empath. Remember that card that comes through, the caterpillar card, wherever it is. Okay, I don't need to find it, but the caterpillar card is that you are an energy feeler. And when you are an energy feeler, you'll feel all kinds of energy, not just from him, but from other people you're connecting with. So, for example, say if you have a conversation with a friend and it's negative, you'll feel it. You'll also feel it if it's positive. You'll get all this energy coming through. Let's just get you a card as well. You've got don't give up. It's a sign not to give up with the polar bear. It says, keep your eyes on what you want and keep moving forward. You will achieve your dreams in divine timing. I hope that helps, okay? Divian says, what can I expect in my love life? An Arjan message. So what does Arjan want to say to you? So Arjan is saying, I feel overwhelmed by my feelings. I hope you can forgive me. And he's overwhelmed because he knows he needs to come in and apologise to you. So what you can expect is an apology. Okay, there's going to be an apology. He's saying, what can I expect in my love life? An apology. I'm trying to keep everything working in my life and I'm overwhelmed. There's so much to think about. And he's thinking about apologising. And I feel like you're saying here, this is where you need to be. Okay, because I feel this is you. Nothing you do or say will ever make me stop loving you. Well, you know that. Some things may stress you out or give you the ick, but you're never going to stop loving him because you know he is your person. So I've no fear of making mistakes. I'll always forgive you. So there's always going to be an opportunity for forgiveness. And if you think, oh no, remember what Jesus said. Jesus said, if I can forgive all the heinous crimes done to me, you can forgive what another has bestowed upon you. He gave me that in a channeling. It's in my wisdom deck. I'm looking at wisdom with the Empress. It's in my Jesus deck, okay? So I feel when he's relaxed a bit, he's going to apologise to you. That's what you can expect. Is there a timing around it or anything that you need to know about timing? Any timing? Could be a breakthrough after September. Sagittarius season could be significant as well. I mean, you've got Leo season, Sagittarius season and September in these cards. But September's in reverse. When I'm connecting, I channel tarot and timelines, and it's how the angels give me this, okay? It's just my gift. So I channel tarot a lot differently than perhaps someone else you watch channels it, okay? But I feel the messages don't give up because it's coming. Your happy outcome is coming. You just got to be patient and having faith and forgive, heal. There's a healing coming in. So I feel there's going to be a breakthrough coming in around August, September to bring in this healing, which is possibly going to be in December. So Sagittarius season is November, December. So really the next few months are significant to this moving forward. I hope that helps, okay? You're saying, when is he going to communicate? Well, I've just given you the timelines I can give you, okay? August is my birthday. But don't get triggered if for any reason he doesn't reach out on your birthday, because that breakthrough is still coming. You're being guided to not give up between now and September. And you can't give up anyway. You can surrender. That is giving up because you're giving it over. But you're not like, I'm going to give up then. He hasn't messaged me on my birthday. That's it. We can think that way because of ego, but it's not really true. Because at the end of the day, it's about knowing that everything happens in divine timing for growth. So if someone isn't reaching out on a specific timeline, you're learning to surrender, remember. I hope that helps, okay? Hi, Priestess, welcome. Hi, Liz, may I have messages for my Sag, please? So what does your Sag want you to know? Commitment, okay? I want to share my life with you. I want to make it official. I want everyone to know that you're mine. That's what his end result is, to be with you in a relationship. And all the supporters around you that you need through the universe. So magpies are connected with father energy. So this could be a message that you have loved ones around you in heaven, male loved ones. It could be a sign from God or Archangel Michael. A male presence lends you their strength. And you've got universal laws. Shine your light bright. This is the moth card. So remember, when you're shining, you're like a moth. You're like the flame. He's the moth. You draw him in. Okay? Maybe you've been the moth and now you're being the flame. So this will attract everything to you through the laws of attraction, karma, and gratitude when you shine your light bright and you have the support you need, which could also be Archangel Michael. Yeah, I feel what I'm going to do is just to clarify it. Let's bring in a message from your dad. Because you're saying your he's passed on. So what does your dad want to say? So he said, I'm watching over you day and night. So your dad is definitely with you, okay? You were always special to me and you still are. So you are a special girl, okay? That's what you need to know. You're a special person. Let's do, Nirup says, thank you, let's do live. I'm going to be live tomorrow as well. So I'm always here for you, you know that. And I am an angel therapy, so that's where I don't call myself a tarot reader. Someone says to me out in the street, what do you do for a living? I say, I'm an angel therapist. Okay, that's what my job title is. I don't say, I'm a YouTuber, you know, or I'm a psychic, or I'm an angel therapist. That's what I do. That's why sometimes you don't perhaps get the answers you want, because you get the answers you need. Because you might think, right, when's he going to contact me? And the angel says, I can't tell you that, but I can tell you how to deal with it. Okay, that's angel therapy, okay? So we've got Nirup says, my no contact person is current feelings, okay? What's his current feelings? He's finding strength to overcome his worries, to come forward, okay? But I feel you don't need to worry. You can call on your angels for strength, so call on Archangel Michael. So really he's realising he's strong. But he's saying to you, you are so much stronger than me. Now, you may not feel that way, but he sees you that way. Saying you know what you want and you know how to get it. Your beautiful strength holds us together. So your person is inspired by you because you see what you want, you go for it. However, in the twin flame journey in love, the polarity has to be there. So you have to take a step back to move forward. So channel your strength and power at the moment into other things like your career or your lifestyle or getting healthy or whatever else. Because he's got to follow his heart and he's worried about that. He's saying, I'm worried about what will happen when I follow my heart. What are people going to say? What's going to happen? Uncertainty. I don't like letting people down, but I have to choose my own happiness. So maybe to make himself happy, he's got to end something with someone else or speak his truth or do something that's perhaps going to bring a bit of pain in, but he is willing to do that. And the angel's saying to you, don't worry so much. You are strong enough to handle this. I hope that helps, okay? Daisy says, hi, beautiful Liz. May I get current thoughts of our and booking messages and job guidance? So what does your twin want to say to you at this time? Silence. In the silence, he's lusting for you. So he may be quiet physically, but he is desiring you and you're going to feel that all through your body. I'm sorry for my silence. I just needed a break, and now I don't know how to reach out to you again. I'm afraid you won't let me back in. Okay, but what I'm picking up on, really, how I'm channeling this is, in the silent times, so he is thinking about how he can come in, but in the silence, he is longing for you. He's saying to you, your eyes are perfect, your lips are kissable, I need to spend a few hours alone with you. So he's fantasizing about you as well. So a lot of desire between the two of you. He's in his head about a choice he needs to make, and this could be coming back in. Okay, so regarding work, may I get career guidance, job guidance? What do you need to know about your job? You've got to get the balance right. So maybe you're feeling like there isn't balance in your job, and that could be because there's upheaval. You know, maybe you're feeling like you haven't got enough time to do the things you want to do, or you may want to get financially stable as well in some way. But you've got wealth on the way. So whatever you're currently dealing with, it's short term. You've got wealth coming now. This could even be like if you're having any issues with money or career, the short term, because you're building wealth. Look, you've got gold bars there. And you're raising the bar, you're raising the standard in your own life. So whenever this position is, and I feel this position is talking about whatever you're experiencing. I'm not talking about like a position you're in at work. If you feel you're going through something right now, that thing you're going through is temporary. Don't be too attached to it. In other words, don't worry about it, because something more fulfilling and prosperous is on the way. So as you're working towards real wealth and real prosperity in your life, keep investing in you and look into a long-term career planning. So you've got short-term and long-term. So I feel whatever's going on, it won't last. You're moving towards something long-term. When I say don't last, I mean like any struggles or worries. I don't mean the job you're in, if that makes sense. Unless you know you're leaving something. So bucket messages. You've got something's coming next month. Now, I'm not surprised because we're in the last day of the month. So next month, now you've got E coming through as well. So E could be significant. E could be about earnings. Early, maybe something's going to happen in the morning. You've got Star, so I definitely feel you're being guided towards something. You've got mutual friends as well. So maybe you and your person got mutual friends, or you could hear something through mutual friends. You put a shiver down your person's spine. They love your ass as well. You're behind your bum. Nice ass your person's saying to you. So just be aware of that, because if you know that they like your bum, okay, if you know that, you can wear things that show it. So you may wear a nice pair of trousers or a nice skirt that, you know, shows it off in some way, okay? And that could happen outdoors. Okay, outdoorsy, maybe your person's outdoorsy or you are outdoorsy. You've got Sagittarius, which can be about the season itself, so November, December. But this could also be about being like the archer, having that vision of what you want. You've got frankincense and myrrh, which is about purification and cleansing and nostalgia. So your person's always thinking about you, thinking about your bum. I hope that helps, okay? I just knocked my chat off. Where's it gone? Look, okay. Oh no, I've got to refresh it. Give me a second. I don't know what happened then. Maybe that's my sign. Okay, I'm going to do another 5 minutes, okay? I'm going to go off at 10 my time so I can have some real breakfast and then get my head down and get some videos recorded, okay? So Freya, thank you for being here. Liz, how will I look as a bride to my husband? My wedding is in October. Will all the negative people be removed from my life soon? Any messages from my late grandma? So I'm going to say no more donations after Cece so I can finish, okay? So I'll do Cece's donation, obviously, but then no more donations. So what does your grandma want to say to you? So your grandma is saying to you, you were always special to me and you still are. And I feel what you need to know is that you are very special. Okay, and I feel what you need to know is when you walk up that aisle, okay, your husband Anwar is going to see you as special in that moment, but you'll always be special. So remember, it's not just about how you look in a wedding gown or how the wedding goes. It's about the marriage, okay? It's about the marriage. It's about the relationship. It's about everything else that comes after. A wedding is just one day or one moment, okay? And she's saying, I know that you were there. So she knew you were there, whether it was at the end or when you spent time together or whatever it was, she knew. And I feel she's also going to be there. So I feel your late grandma is going to be there. She's going to be watching over the day, making sure it goes well for you. But this is reminding you that you will be gorgeous regardless of what you're wearing. You could wear a bin bag and you'd look gorgeous, you know. So don't take anything personally. And the thing is, you're saying, when will all these negative people be removed from your life? When you stop taking things personally, when you stop worrying about them, when you stop giving them energy and attention, when you stop allowing them to affect your day or affect your life, or when you stop paying attention to people who bring you down, they disappear out of your life naturally. But the message is, don't take anything personally. And the thing is, you could look gorgeous on your wedding day, but there's always going to be that person, isn't there, who perhaps is jealous of you and perhaps says something nasty. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that's not about you, it's about them. They may just be really jealous that they're single, or that they aren't in a really nice situation themselves. So try not to worry about it. Okay? How will you look as a bride? Look at this, your time is coming. There's the cake. This is a wedding. This is Mozzie and AJ, Renee's carrots, in Las Vegas getting married. It says your time is coming. So just enjoy it. I feel you're going to be fine. You're going to look good. You're going to enjoy the day. You may have a really nice cake that you enjoy as well. So just allow yourself to enjoy the moment instead of worrying about it so much. You know, it reminds me of in Sex and the City, when Charlotte gets married. I can't remember if it's when she marries Trey or Harry. When she marries whomever, her first marriage doesn't work out. But it's at one of her marriages, I can't remember, where something happens. I think she spills something on her dress or something happens to her. And she's in the bathroom panicking. And Carrie goes in and says, you're missing your day. It's like, remember that. Don't worry so much about what other people think. I remember I had a 30th birthday party, and I'm 50 now. I had a 30th birthday party. It was in a pub, so it wasn't like it wasn't big, majorly organised. But I did have like a part of a pub. And I remember I had the worst time, because all I was doing the entire time was worrying about everyone else. Is everyone else enjoying themselves? And I didn't really enjoy myself at all. So make sure you're enjoying your day and you're making it about you and your partner, not about the world. I hope that helps, okay? Cece, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, I just got bad news from the legal advice on the visa to leave. First of all, say this isn't bad news, it's a new beginning, it's an opportunity, it's a redirection. Okay, any kind of rejection is a redirection. So don't say, oh, this is bad news, say this is good news, because it means something else is coming in, or a new time, or a new opportunity. Something is moving into place. God sees the bigger picture. If something doesn't happen, don't say, oh, it's bad news. See it as neutral. Say, okay, it's only my perception that makes it seem like bad news. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always making sense to me. So affirm, everything is always working out for me. And then doors will open. Is my family going to help me if I ask them again today? I feel that probably if you ask them again today, the answer would be no, because you're learning to surrender the struggle and to not panic thinking, oh my goodness me, this is the end of the world. I feel it's more about you going within and asking God for help. So you've got there's other choices. You may feel like right now in July you don't know what to do, but where we are right now in July, at the end of July, there are other options and choices. There are other options and choices. I don't even have money to no, but you've just got money to donate to me. I mean, I know you only donate a small amount, but the point is you're given what you need. You're given the resources you need. So instead of thinking, I haven't got the money to do this or that, say, I know it's going to work out. You may not know how it's going to work out today, but when you affirm that and give it to God, it will work out, honey. It's about recognising that. It's about finding that faith. This is your current lesson at this time. Instead of panicking, okay? It's blocked for a reason. It's blocked until the eclipse. There's going to be a block until the eclipse, and then things are going to move forward, okay? The eclipse comes in on the 12th. So you've got to let go. I'm not saying don't ask your family for help, but if you do and they say no, try and recognise that you don't need help from anyone outside of you, because when you pray to God, the Creator, He will create the way. The way will be made. God opens doors where there are walls. All you have to do is follow your bliss to open those doors. And it won't be blocked forever. There is other choices and options, even if you don't know what they are at this current time. So you have to find that faith. Pray to God. God is going to answer your prayer, not your family or your friends. Luke, there is progress being made. You're going to see the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. You may look at the clock today, it's 12:34. Or you may see the number 1, 2, 3. It's in reverse, because even though it seems stuck to you, there is actually progress being made in the right direction. Why? Because you are manifesting. because you are talking to God, because you are doing what you need to do. And that's opening the right doors. I hope that helps, okay? No more donations, please, guys, because I'm going off. I'm going to do Zucker and then I'm going off. So no more donations because I'm going to be live again tomorrow. See, if I can't get the work done I need to do today, I can't be live tomorrow. So I want to be live tomorrow. So we've got Zucker says, thank you for the donation. Sorry, forgot the. Okay, where's your question, honey? What's your question, Zucker? Okay, if you put your question in for me, then I can answer it. What's your question? Can I have a little drink? What's your question? Let me do Nirup first. I'm sure I've answered your question, Nirup. Then I'm sure I answered your question already. What does your person think of you? You're stepping up to be your equal partner, knowing that you can have a true partnership. Okay, that's the message for you. That's what he wants, okay? That's why you're in no contact, because he's working on levelling up. Zucker, I need your question, honey. You need to put your question in the chat because I can't see it. Oh, you can. Sorry, I can see it. You've got a small reading, okay? Is there anything significant you want to know? Okay, or just general. Okay, what's the message for Zucker, please, angels? You're going through some kind of transformation. There's so much potential at this current time. Now, I've just spoke about 1234, and you've actually got the 1234. We just had the 123 card come out for someone else, and you've got 1234, and I'm going to be talking about this in Wednesday's video, actually. So there's a big shift taking place. So there's potential within your life and your connection because you're manifesting things. So you're going to see 111 as a sign to believe in yourself and what you're manifesting, and 1234 is a sign that you're ascending towards what you're manifesting. So you're going through a big shift at this time within you. So you may see white butterflies, because you're transforming, you're ascending, you're getting ready for the next stage of your journey, whatever that may be. Okay, you're progressing towards something you want, and for you to get there, you've got to be in your best version for it. So you've got to be in the right version for it, version of yourself, and that's what you're doing. So you are transforming to become this best version of you. What else do you need to know? You've got trust in the signs, messages, and synchronicities you receive. So the angels are speaking to you. And ground yourself by going out in nature. Okay, just had to move the bucket out the way, and there's a bucket message behind. Look at that, they like a post. So someone could like a post on your social media that gives you a sign that you're perhaps seeking. But go out in nature, ground yourself, breathe, be kind, know that you are safe and protected, treat yourself with loving care, and know that you are always doing the best you can. So you can affirm this: I am always doing the best I can. I treat myself with love and care. I am kind and loving towards myself and others. I am grounded. I am grounding myself. I am safe, I am protected, and I am trusting the signs, messages, and syncs that I believe and receive. So when you receive them, believe them. And when you believe them, you receive them. I hope that helps, okay? M says, hi Liz, wondering if my DM is still living in my old building as we're in separation. Possibly. I mean, there's a block there, so it may be that he's stuck from moving at this current time anyway. No, I'm not doing any more crash. I'll be on live again tomorrow because time's ticking on. I'm like, yeah, I'm going off at 10. It's now 10:05. So what I feel is you've got to connect with your own intuition. And you're stable. Your stability is fine here. So I feel there could be a block around him. And I feel that what I'm picking up on more than anything else, and they give me a block there, is when you get together, it's a block here. Because even if you're in the same building, there's and you're saying you're in separation, there's problems with communication. And the thing you need to know is whether he's in the same building as you or not, there's still those blocks there. They give me it really strongly. So he wants to say something wherever he is, wherever he's doing. But there could be some blocks around him until the new moon. Give me a block. I'm sorry, this isn't me. I'm connecting with your person. Definitely a sign for me to go off, connecting with this strongly. So there's definitely things he wants to say, but I feel that you're going to get a place together like an actual house, not a building. It's like, because you're saying you're in your building. So this building could be like many, like flats, houses, things in the building. You've moved out of, well, I feel what I'm picking up on here is there's even though there's blocks wherever you are, whatever's going on. But I'm seeing this as you're making, like this is a home, okay? So the thing I'm picking up on is that you're building a home somewhere, or you'll build a home together, or you get a home together. You won't be in a building. Does that make sense? So it's very likely what I'm connecting with is when he moves, it's going to be to you or out of that building. I don't feel he's done it yet. Blimey. This is strong. I feel he wants to come in and communicate, and he may be feeling your absence, but I feel he's stuck. So he could be stuck there until after the new moon, but I feel you're going to build a life together. Now, you could be working on this where you currently are, because you're saying you've moved. So you could be working on building a home life where you currently are, that he's going to move to. But I feel you're going to build a home together. I'm really sorry, I'm picking up on his energy. There's something big he wants to say. Let me just pull one more card. I'm not doing any more questions, just so you know, after this one. No one has ever touched my heart the way you did. I want to risk it all, but I'm scared. So I feel he's struggling. He may even be struggling to leave that building at this time, but there's a block until the... And it may even be a block in communication I'm picking up on, because that's more important for you to know than anything about building. Because I feel there could be blocks until the eclipse and then things move forward. But there's something big going on with the throat chakra. So don't be surprised if you cough or you start coughing or anything's going on with the throat, because there's some kind of shift happening for you to move forward and speak. It's coming up again. That's big. And I'm picking up on there's some kind of big block that's been shifted between now and the new moon. So it could be communication. It could be if he moves out of the building. But I'm seeing that Four of Wands as you creating a home together. And if that's what you're working on at this current time, then that's another sign of togetherness. But you could also see 1111. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, I'm going off before I start coughing again. So thank you all for tapping in and tuning in today. I'm going to be live again tomorrow around the same time, around 8 a.m, something like that, hopefully. So have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you for being you, and I'll see you soon.